turn in your programs at this time, I will give you the changes and corrections that we have, and also your wagering possibilities. As far as wagering tonight, there will be daily double wagering on races 1 and 2. Daily double on 1 and 2. There will be win, place, show, exacta, and trifecta on all races. There will be no quinella wagering this evening. No quinella wagering this evening. Now to the changes. If you'll turn to race 2. Race 2, number 5, Don't Call Me Francis. Change the driver to Jamie Weller. Jamie Weller will drive number 5, Don't Call Me Francis in race 2. Turn to race 3. Race 3, number 2, Big Loose. Make the driver Carson Conrad. Carson Conrad will drive number 2, Big Loose. Number 3, Be Legendary. Change the driver to Emmanuel Miller. Emmanuel Miller will drive number 3, Be Legendary. Turn to race 4. Race 4, number 4, Liberty Bibberty. Change the driver to Ryan Stahl. Ryan Stahl will drive number 4, Liberty Bibberty. There's no changes in race 5. No changes in race 6. Turn to race 7. Race 7, number 3, Pete's Buddy. Change the driver to Greg Bateson. Greg Bateson will drive number 3, Pete's Buddy in race 7. Turn to race 8. Race 8, number 1, Lover's Waltz. Change the driver to Carson Conrad. Carson Conrad will drive number 1, Lover's Waltz. Number 4, Pink Lily. Make the driver Jason Elser. Jason Elser will drive number 4, Pink Lily. Turn to race 9. Race 9, number 1, JB Magic. Change the driver to Mark St. Louis Jr. Mark St. Louis Jr. will drive number 1, JB Magic. And those are the only changes and corrections that we have at this time. parade the right way of the track, so just keep them down there in that last turn. When you're all out, we'll parade them. Attention to the barns. We still need to know who's driving Dancing Hilda.
On the banks of the Portage River in Oak Harbor, Ohio, it's Ohio Fair Racing Conference action tonight. Doug Ballinger, Matt Clark, joined by Matt Clark, the chief photographer, I guess. What would you call it? Videographer. Got a big name.
Right now it's
for
the
you.
guy standing out in the sun.
The guy standing out in the sun. We'll be bringing you all the action tonight. The fillies go tonight in Ohio Fair Racing Conference action, along with a Signature Series pace and 2 divisions of the Springhaven Farm Lady Drivers Series. Getting set for post parade, our announcer tonight in the 67th year of calling races will be Bill Peters. We're back at it tomorrow night, 5 o'clock post right here at Oak Harbor. The Ottawa County Fair with 10 of them tomorrow night.
Let's start printing postword for race 1. This is the first division of the 2-year-old filly trot. Going for a purse of $7,544. This is the Egg Pro of Gibsonburg Trophy Race. One is Baby Got Track. By Gene Massey of Sycamore and Chelsea Schnetzler of Upper Sandusky, trained by Curtis Massey, the driver Clifton Bell. Number 2 is Sippin' Velvet. By Robin McGee of Swan, trained by Ty Bates, the driver Pierce Henry. Number 3 is Mariah's Power, trained and driven by Tom Moore Jr. of Napoleon. Number 4 is Guardian Queen, owned by Hagerman Racing of Mount Vernon, Ohio, trained by Herman Hagerman, the driver Emmanuel Miller. Number 5 is What's Bugging You, Honey, trained and driven by Dan Vinier of Pemberville. Number 6 is Count the Lilies, owned by Miller Racing Stable of Greenville, Ohio, Bucket List Racing Stable, Roger Miller and Bill Rivenall of Archbold, and Jeff Banky of Fremont, Indiana, trained by Ryan Miller, the driver Chris Hope. And number 7 is Just G, owned by Chris Beaver of Radnor, Ohio, Billy Maines of Ontario, Leo Fleming of Ontario, and Steve Z. Handler of Worthington, Ohio, trained and driven by Chris Beaver. Horses will take 1 score and go to the gate. Mutual windows closing in 4 minutes. There's win.
2-year-old filly trotters, field of 7 for $7,544. Beginning with a 1, Baby Got Track, Clifton Bell for Kurt Massey. In 2 starts this year, has a 2nd place finish. That was the last time out at Bell Fountain, trotted in 11-3. The 1, Baby Got Track. Pierce Henry will drive number 2, Sippin' Velvet for Ty Bates. 2-year-old Brown Phillip at Watt the Hill. A $10,000 Buckeye Classic purchase. 2nd career start. First time out at Bell Fountain. Made several breaks. Trotted a mile in 14-1. The 3, Mariah's Power. This is a 2-year-old Bay Phillip at Marseille out of the Swan for All Mare. Powerful Swan. She a $7,500 Buckeye Classic purchase as a yearling. Tom Moore Jr. trains and drives and owns. 3 starts on the season with 1/3, $1,174 for the 3, Mariah's Power in the bank this year. Number 4, Guardian Queen, Emmanuel Miller for Herman Hagerman. This is a 2-year-old Brown Phillip at Guardian Angel Oz out of the Chapter 7 mare, Southwind Tesla. Hagerman Racing, Mount Vernon, Ohio owns an $11,000 yearling purchase. 2 starts back, was a qualifying winner at Souder Downs in 1:59-4. 2 starts this year. 1/3, the 4, Guardian Queen. Dan Vinier drives the 5, What's Bugging You, Honey? Vinier also trains and owns at Pemberville. This is a 2-year-old Bay Phillip at Watt the Hill. This is a homebred. First career start, coming off a couple qualifiers at Souder Downs. 2 back on the 15th of June, timed in 2:01. Number 6 is Count the Lilies. Chris Hope for Ryan Miller. 2-year-old Bay Phillip at Full Count. Of the Miller Racing Stable. Roger Miller. Bucket List Racing, Jeff Banky and Debbie Ruffenbach. 1 start with 1 second, $1,257 a 6. Count the Lilies. Then rounding out the field, the 7, Just G. Chris Beaver trains and drives, owns in partnership with B.G. Maines, L.V. Fleming, and Steve Z. Handler of Worthington, Ohio. This is a 2-year-old Brown filly by Centurium ATM out of the Holiday Road mare. G. Okavi. This is a homebred. 2 starts on the year, is yet to hit the board, has 960 in earnings. Qualifying time in 2 minutes on the 8th of July at Souder Downs for the 7. Just G. Mike Wepkenberg's starting gate is in motion. Starter tonight is John Ingram at controls tonight. Doug Hunt will do the steering of the gate. Field is 7 2-year-old filly trotters. $7,544 are at the top of the stretch. Let's send it over to Bill Peters for the call.
There they come. They're off and trotting. The first horse away is Sippin' Velvet. On the outside, second is Guardian Queen. Between horses, third is Mariah's Power. Moving up on the outside, fourth is Just G. In their fifth is What's Bugging You, Honey? Off stride now goes Sippin' Velvet. Also off stride is Just G. As they make the turn now, heading down the backside to race over toward that quarter-mile mark. Emmanuel Miller has Guardian Queen on top by 3.5 lengths. Trotting in their second is Mariah's Power, driven by Tom Moore Jr. Third is Count the Lilies, driven by Chris Hope. Fourth is Baby Got Track, driven by Clifton Bell. Moving up fifth is Just G, driven by Chris Beaver.
29 and 2.
First quarter trotted in 29 and 2/5 seconds. As they race around that upper turn to come down past the stand for the first time. Up there on the front end is Guardian Queen. Racing second, 2 lengths back is Mariah's Power. Third is Count the Lilies. Fourth is Just G. Off stride fifth is Sippin' Velvet. Sixth is Baby Got Track. And the last horse is What's Bugging You, Honey? Coming down to the half-mile mark, that's Emmanuel Miller and Guardian Queen bringing the horses down to the half. Sitting in there second is Mariah's Power with Count the Lilies right there third.
103 and 1.
First half trotted in 103 and 1/5. As they round the turn now to head down the backside to race over that 3/4 mile mark. The one to catch is Guardian Queen. The closest horse second is Mariah's Power. Count the Lilies is on the outside third with Just G right there a close fourth. A little farther back fifth comes Baby Got Track. Sixth it is Sippin' Velvet, and the last horse is What's Bugging You, Honey? Going to that 3/4 mile mark. That's still Guardian Queen with the lead. 2.5 lengths back. Second on the outside is Count the Lilies. Mariah's Power now slips through to take over second.
133.
3/4 and 133 as they race around the upper turn to head for pay dirt. That's Guardian Queen by 2 lengths over Mariah's Power. Just G third along the way with Count the Lilies on the outside fourth. Less than an 1/8 mile to go. It's Guardian Queen, Mariah's Power, Just G as they race for home. That's Guardian Queen and Mariah's Power. Guardian Queen and Mariah's Power. It's going to be Guardian Queen, and here they all come. Mariah's Power up for place, Just G for show. 1 mile and 2:05.
.205, gate to wire, Guardian Queen, Manny Miller for Herman Hagerman. Hagerman Racing, Mount Vernon, Ohio owns an $11,000 purchase. 2-year-old brown filly by Guardian Angel Laws out of the Chapter 7 mares, Southwind Tesla. First time to the winner's circle. Coming off a qualifier, 159 and 4 at Sauda Downs on the 6th of July. 29 and 2, 103 and 1, and 133, the winning time. 2:05, a lifetime mark for Guardian and Queen. Manny Miller gets his 11th driving win at the fairs this year.
For a little reference for the folks at home, there is no finish line on the inside of the racetrack, so the finish wire is about actually right where the trailer door is opened up here. They actually shoot from the infield across, so that's the best we can do today.
And now moving down the track into the winner's circle where the winners go. Coming in from Mount Vernon, Ohio, comes number 4, Guardian Queen. Owned by Hagerman Racing, trained by Herman Hagerman, and driven to victory by Emmanuel Miller. This is the Egg Pro of Gibsonburg Trophy Race. That's really here for Emmanuel Miller and Guardian Queen and the Egg Pro of Gibsonburg, the trophy sponsor.
To 3, Mariah's Power. In third, the 7, Just G. Fourth, the 6, Count the Lilies. As we await the rundown from Bill Peters. Paul Combs, our presiding judge tonight.
The official placing for race 1 from the top. Number 1, Baby Got Track was 5th. Number 2, Sippin' Velvet was 6th. Number 3, Mariah's Power was 2nd. Number 4, Guardian Queen was the winner. Number 5, What's Buggin' You, Honey was 7th. Number 6, Count the Lilies was 4th. Number 7, Just G was 3rd. Time of the first quarter was 29 2/5. The half was in 103 1/5. The 3/4 in 133 with a mile in 2:05. From the top it should read 5:62, 1:74, 3 on the bottom, the mile in 2:05.
Up next, second race, Springhaven Farm Lady Driving Series, Jasmine Short, Leslie Joyce, Madison Agnes, Jennifer Main, Jamie Weller, Christina Johnson. 6 of them to hit the track behind the gate in the second, the Springhaven Farm Lady Driving Series. We'll be back to take a look at that second race right after this.
The roots of harness racing are born at the county fair. For over 150 years, people have gathered to watch horses battle it out for fame and glory. Catch the thrills this summer at an Ohio Fair Racing Conference County Fair. The OFRC races at 22 fairs in 20 Ohio counties. Trotters and pacers put it all on the line to be called the best in the Buckeye State. The Ohio Fair Racing Conference, where the path to greatness begins.
At Ohio State's Galbraith Equine Center, our veterinary champions are here for your champions 24/7, 365 days a year, providing advanced specialty care for sports horses from all stages and disciplines. Our expert team of boarded surgeons and sports medicine and rehabilitation specialists, together with veterinary cardiologists, internal medicine, and ophthalmologists, make our hospital your best resource for all sports horse performance issues. The Ohio State Veterinary Medical Center's Galbraith Equine Hospital. Call us today at 614-292-6661.
We are back at Oak Harbor, the Ottawa County Fair, on the banks of the Portage River. Matt Clark, Doug Ballinger. Up next, second race, the Springhaven Farm Lady Driving Series. Action yesterday at Wellston. They got bad air quality on Friday. The Ohio Commission says if your air quality is 175 or above, you cannot race. Sauter Downs had to cancel, and the same with Wellston. So Wellston went a doubleheader. Friday's card at noon on Saturday, and then last night's regular card went postward at 6. Hank Levan, the Levan Stables had a big weekend there. The Levan Stable himself picked up 6 winners. Hank had 7 driving wins, so that moves him into first place with 33 driving wins. Jeff Nysonger with 31. Carson Conrad picked up 3 wins at Wellston yesterday at the Jackson County Fair. That gives him 20. Pierce Henry with 15. Braden Rhodes with 15. They sit tied at 4th. Then Ken Holliday checks in with 12 for 6th. Manny Miller has 10. Manny driving here tonight won the first. He has 11 now, I should say, with that win just on tonight's first race. Manny had a big week at Bell Fountain at the Logan County Fair. I think he won 6 to 7 races there. And the trainer side, Hank Levan has 31 wins, Jeff Nysonger 23, Herman Hagerman now with 20. He won the first. Rosie Weaver with 14. Rosie had 3 winners at Wellston yesterday. Brian George is 8. Steve Carter had 3 winners at Wellston. That gives him 9 wins. James Day was 6. Ken Holliday was 6. And Todd Luther with 6. As we get set for post-parade, Matt, we were just talking off air here about Big Ranger last night at Scioto Downs. Unreal, and it was in a Buckeye Classic.
Yeah, Buckeye Stallion Series.
Buckeye Stallion Series,
I mean,
I should say.
Obviously he is a classy horse and was pretty well suited in a BSS race, but I mean, he just looked so unbelievably impressive last night. What did you say the back half was?
The mile was in 51 and 4. The back half was in 54.
Yeah.
Probably under hand drive. I didn't watch it.
Easily could have. I mean,
and I read an article where Annette Lorenzen said he could have raced last week at Northfield Park in the Sire Stake. He's probably already got enough points to be in the final with a win already in the Sire Stakes, so he'll most definitely be in the Highest Sire Stakes final, I assume. But they're prepping him for the hand, but they didn't want to race him on the half. They wanted to race him at Scioto on the 5/8, so I assume this will be his last start before the eliminations, because that would probably be next week for the Hamiltonian if they have to have eliminations.
I actually talked to Chris Beaver, and he said that would be a week from this weekend. Because so he's got, of course, the horse Endurance that just won he won the Courier and Ives, and what was the one? What's the name of that big trot up the Meadowlands? He just won it in 52.
Yeah.
How can I not think of it? Jimmy Doherty? No. What is it? Stanley Dancer? Good Lord. Yeah.
I've heard of him.
Anyways, yeah. So Endurance, obviously he's a Pennsylvania bred, but Ohio trained. So, I mean, between those two horses, Ohio's got a pretty good representation heading into it anyway. And you never know what else is out there. There might be some
Michigan and Hoosier Park. Peter Wren's odds on Mr. Mambo.
Yeah.
Somewhat of a local connection.
Yeah.
Last horse is just coming out. Get them together to line
Odds on Mr. Mambo won a division of the Adios in 149 and 3. The other division, the winner was Al Pappy, 147 and 2. So the final is set for next Saturday's Adios.
You ever been to the Adios, Doug?
Never have.
Me either. Don Tiger, when I was working with him there at Cortland, said that it's really something, and it's something I really should do.
I think they get big crowds. Pace for the Orchids. They do it upright.
Our start printing postword for race 2. This is the Springhaven Farm Ladies Driving Series Pace. Going for a purse of $800 and a blanket courtesy of Joe and Fran Darmafall, including a trophy and $200 to the winning driver. One is Yacht Week, all by Hagerman Racing of Mount Vernon, Ohio, and Terrence Smith of Lancaster, Texas, trained by Herman Hagerman, the driver, Jasmine Short. Number 2 is Those Summer Nights, owned by Jacob Radel of Edgewood, Illinois, trained and driven by Leslie Joyce. Number 3 is Guts to Pay Me in Paper, owned by Thomas Little IV of East Bern, New York, trained by Robbie Brooks, the driver of Madison Angus. Number 4 is Two Birds, One Stone, owned by Putnam County LLC of Byron, Michigan, trained by Steve Main, the driver of Jennifer Main. Number 5 is Don't Call Me Francis, owned and trained by Jason Seymour of Adrian, Michigan, the driver is Jamie Weller. Number 6 is Bonita Joe, owned by Jeffrey Grimes of Erie, Michigan, trained by Ed Conrad, the driver, Christina Johnson. Horses will take one score and go to the gate. Mute your windows closing in 4 minutes.
Taking a closer look at this second race, Springhaven Farm Driving Series, sponsored by Joe and Fran Darmafall. Number 1, Yacht Week, Jasmine Short drives for Herman Hagerman. This in a 439,000, just about a $500,000 lifetime, 53 and 4 at Miami Valley earlier this year. Has a lifetime mark at 150 and 3/5. 2 is Those Summer Nights, Leslie Joyce, 4-year-old bay mare by J.K. End of an Era, 69,000 lifetime, 156 and 1 at Woodstock. Madison Agnes drives number 3, got the Pay Me and Pay Pa for Robert Brooks. $61,905 lifetime. Took a mark earlier this year at Miami Valley at 156-3. Number 4, Two Birds, One Stone, Jennifer Main Dries. This is banked $358,084 lifetime. Mark last season at Hastings of 153. Number 5, Don't Call Me Francis. Jamie Weller will drive now for Lauren Harmon. Jamie Weller, the 5, Don't Call Me Francis. For Jason Seymour, $698,542 lifetime. Winner 2 back in 156. Has a mark at the Meadowlands over a sloppy track as a 3-year-old about 9 years ago of 151. Jamie Weller, the 5, Don't Call Me Francis. And number 6, Bonita Joe, Christina Johnson will drive, $79,000 lifetime, 154 at Northfield Park about 3 years ago. Christina Johnson will represent the United States in about 2 to 3 weeks when they go to Ireland. She will be driving over there against the ladies.
Dancing Hilda, change the driver to Kim Pluta. Kim Pluta will drive number 6, Dancing Hilda, in race 4.
If you'd like to print a program off, you can go to harnessracingohio.com an hour before post time and print your program off to follow along at home. I'd like to welcome everybody who's watching tonight. We are on the banks of the Portage River. Well, Matt will give you a live shot here, maybe after this race when they start to go to the gate, the river right on the backstretch. Gorgeous shot. Mike Wepkenberg Starting Gate, the official sponsor of the Passports this year, is at the top of the stretch. John Ingram has them all lined up and ready for a start for the Springhaven Farm Ladies Driving Series.
Here they come. Here, off and pacing the first horse away is Yacht Week. On the outside second is Those Summer Nights. Down at the rail third is Guts to Pay Me in Paper. On the outside fourth is Two Birds, One Stone. Racing along at the rail fifth is Don't Call Me Francis, and the last horse is Bonita Joe. As they make the turn now to head down the backside to race over toward that quarter-mile mark, Jasmine Short has Yacht Week on top by a length and a half. Pacing in there second is Those Summer Nights, driven by Leslie Joyce. Third is Two Birds, One Stone, driven by Jennifer Main. Fourth is Guts to Pay Me in Paper, driven by Madison Angus.
29 and 2.
First quarter pace in 29 and 2/5 seconds. Racing around that upper turn to come down past the stand for the first time. That's still Yacht Week with the lead. In their second, Those Summer Nights. Third is Two Birds, One Stone. Fourth is Guts to Pay Me in Paper. Moving up on the outside, fifth now is Don't Call Me Francis, and sixth is Bonita Joe. 6 pacers well bunch as they come down to the half-mile mark. That's Yacht Week bringing the horses down to the half. Sitting in the golden chair second is Leslie Joyce with Those Summer Nights, and Two Birds, One Stone is on the move third.
59 and 2.
First half pace in 59 and 2/5 seconds. As they round the turn now to head down the backside to race over to that 3/4 mile mark. They've got to catch Yacht Week. Racing in there at the rail second is Those Summer Nights. Two Birds, One Stone racing third. Fourth is Guts to Pay Me in Paper. On the outside fifth is Don't Call Me Francis, the last horse, Bonita Joe. Going to that 3/4 mile mark. That's still Yacht Week by a length and a half over Those Summer Nights with Two Birds, One Stone right there third.
127 and 4.
3/4 in 127 and 4/5 as they race around that upper turn to head for pay dirt. That's still Yacht Week with the lead. Racing second, Those Summer Nights, and on the move third is Two Birds, One Stone. Less than an eighth of a mile to go. Now Leslie Joyce is out and on the move with Those Summer Nights as they race for home. It's Yacht Week at the rail and Those Summer Nights on the outside. Yacht Week and Those Summer Nights. Yacht Week and Those Summer Nights. That Yacht Week. Those Summer Nights up for place, up for show is Two Birds, One Stone. A mile in 157 and 4/5.
157 and 4. Gate to wire and pretty much under a hand drive. 58 and 2 back half. 29 and 2, 59 and 2, 127 and 4. Jasmine Arnold Short, Yacht Week. Herman Hagerman gets another training win tonight. He takes the early double. The 10-year-old Bagel to Son of Some Beach Somewhere. 5th win in 19 tries this year, 37th career win. 439,000 lifetime for Yacht Week. Herman Hagerman now 21. Training wins at the fairs this season. Fillies go tonight. Colts tomorrow evening, Ohio Fair Racing Conference action. We ended up tonight, the 9th and final race. The Portage River Pace, the Signature Series for $2,650. Should be a good one. Field of 7. They score 7 wide here. Nice wide track. Yacht Week, Jasmine Short returned to the winner's circle.
All the winners go. Coming in from Mount Vernon, Ohio, and Lancaster, Texas, comes number 1, Yacht Week, owned by Hagerman Racing and Terrence Smith, trained by Herman Hagerman, and driven to victory this evening by Jasmine Short. Now the sponsors of this race, Joe and Friend Armaful, are in the winner's circle for the trophy presentation. And besides the blanket, there's going to be a trophy given to them, to Jasmine Short, and she'll also receive $200 bonus. Let's really hear it here for Jasmine Short and Yacht Week, and to Joe and Friend Armaful for sponsoring this race.
Armaful, as we mentioned over and over again, do so much for the sport of harness racing at the county fair level. They were honored by the Ohio Harness Horsemen's Association at the banquet last January. $200 for winning driver Jasmine Short from Joe and Friend Armaful.
Like an awful nice trophy they handed out too.
Yes. Nice payout on the winner, $880. Nice double, $58. Herman Hagerman double.
And the official placings for race 2 from the top. Number 1, Yacht Week was a winner. Number 2, Those Summer Nights was second. Number 3, Gots to Pay Me in Paper was fourth. Number 4, 2 Birds, 1 Stone was third. Number 5, Don't Call Me Francis was fifth. Number 6, Bonita Joe was sixth. Time of the first quarter was 29 2/5. The half was in 59 2/5. The 3 quarters in 127 4/5. With a mile in 157 4/5. From the top it should read 1, 2, 4, 3, 5, 6. A mile in 157 4/5.
Well, we got 2 down. It's on to the third race, Ohio Fair Racing Conference action. 2-year-old filly Pacers, a total purse of $14,610. This first division for $7,305. Carson Conrad will drive number 2, Big Loose. Emmanuel Miller will drive the 3, Be Legendary. Field of 5 going postward for the third 2-year-old filly Pacers. We'll be back to take a look at these fillies right after this.
When you need supplies for your horse, one name stands out, Big D's. Since 1976, Big D's Tack and Vet Supply has been the equine experts you can trust. Whatever your horse needs is available at Big D's Tack and Vet Supply. Order online at BigD'sWeb.com. Use code FAIR26 and receive $10 off your next order. Big D's Tack and Vet Supply.
Hickory Lane Farm is proud to have bred or produced 3 Dan Patch champions over the last 3 years. Located in Findlay, Ohio, Hickory Lane Farm bred and sold world champion It's Academic. We also co-bred and sold sophomore Breeders' Crown winner Yo Tilly. Our stallion In Range set new sales records at the 2025 jug sale and is the sire of Set Your Sights High, who was last season's Dan Patch 2-year-old trotting filly. Find your next champion at the Hickory Lane Farm consignment.
Trying to get my phone to open up, see if we can get any comments, but I
I'm not
only
getting-
have about one bar.
Yeah, I'm not getting much service out here on mine either.
There I go. Maybe I'm going to get it now. Let's see. I think I'm getting it. It's going so far. Going to have to give it some time. But it's on to the third 2-year-old fillies. If you just joined us, we have 9 of them tonight. We're the only game in town, so you have no choice except to watch us tonight. Or give you some more choices tomorrow. Going to be a big day tomorrow. Looking at, we're back here. Matt and I, myself, will be back here with 10 of them tomorrow at 5. Lebanon at the Warren County Fairground, 3 o'clock post, 24 races. That's the Ohio Colt Racing Association. Also going tomorrow is Hilliard at the Franklin County Fair. They go a double header at Hilliard, a 1 o'clock and a 4 o'clock post, 8 races each station. Tuesday, it's a double header at Carrollton, the Carroll County Fair, 12 and 5, noon and 5 o'clock in the evening, with 9 at 12 noon and 12, the nightcap at 5. Wednesday, Washington Courthouse, the Fayette County Fair, post time at 5 with 14 races. That is their Fayette County Tourism big giveaway. So if you're in the area, plan on attending the races, be sure and do so Wednesday at Washington Courthouse. A lot of nice giveaways with 14 races and a 5 o'clock post at Washington Courthouse. They close their meet out on a Saturday. They go Wednesday, Saturday, next Saturday at 11. Crawford County Fair in Bucyrus goes Wednesday and Thursday of this week, back to back, the 22nd on a Wednesday. Buckeye Stallion Series at 6 o'clock. I believe it's for filly trotters, 2-year-old filly trotters. And then they come back on the Thursday card for a 6 o'clock start as well. But tomorrow, big day. Matt and I will be back here tomorrow with 10 races, post time at 5 here at the Ottawa County Fair in Oak Harbor. Franklin County Fair kicks things off at 1 o'clock. At Hilliard tomorrow with 8. Back at 4 with 8. Lebanon, the Warren County Fair, starts at 3. An early post time, normally scheduled for 4, will go at 3 with 24 races. So it's a big day of racing tomorrow for county fair racing here in the state of Ohio. See if that phone's getting opening up any quicker. See if we can get any comments posted. Go so far, boy, it is slow.
Our internet that we're using is actually T-Mobile today, and that's incredibly fast. But I unfortunately have Verizon on my phone, which is not.
Here we go. Scott Tarleton, Mark Reinhardt, Jeff Short watching.
Doug Brunt, one of my buddies from Raceway Park. There's actually quite a few. I've seen a couple. I wouldn't say quite a few of the regulars from Raceway Park over there near the Mutual windows.
Yep. Kip Hartman checks in. Just a few of the people checking in for tonight's card. We're rolling right along. Matt would like to get home. He said he'd like to mow his yard yet tonight.
Well, we're going to see how I feel after 9 races now that we're standing up here in the wide open grandstands at Oak Harbor.
There we're getting some water at the top of the track and get that dust, keep the dust away. Fair actually has not started. You know, I think last year's the first year we always went Monday, Tuesday. This is probably my 6th year here. Monday, Tuesday, and last year they started to go Sunday, Monday format now. So the fair officially, I don't believe, is opened.
I don't believe so either. It was listed in the Huff's Guide as starting today, but there's only about 3 food stands open out of the whole fair.
That might be 3 more than they had last year.
It absolutely was. But I had to talk with Joe Darmafall about that. He wasn't very pleased with that last year.
Yeah, there's no admission charge today.
Yeah, no admission today. The fair must start tomorrow. This is pretty much in your backyard, what we say, 45 miles away.
Yeah, it basically about feels like just barely leaving my driveway compared to some of these things.
Also printing postword for race 3. This is the first division of the 2-year-old filly pace. Going for a purse of $7,305. This is the Streaker Tractor Sales Incorporated of Fremont Trophy Race. Number 1 is Sea Smoke. Owned by Sea Smoke Stable of Radnor, Ohio, Mark Moger of Amelia Island, Florida, and Sugar Valley Farm LLC of Delaware, Ohio, trained by Chris Beaver, the driver Clifton Bell. Number 2 is Big Blues, owned by Charles Little of Sunbury, Ohio, trained by Robbie Brooks, the driver Carson Conrad. Number 3 is Be Legendary, owned by John Weisenberger Jr. of Oakwood, Ohio, and Brantley Turner of Paulding, trained by Bruce Forker, the driver Emmanuel Miller. Number 4 is Remember Sherry, owned by Stephen Brochu of Goodrich, Michigan, trained by Steve Novak, the driver Mark St. Louis Jr. Number 5 is Famous Rain, owned by AST Racing Incorporated of Belrose, New York, trained and driven by Pierce Henry. Horses will take 1 score and go to the gate.
Had the post parade, it's 2-year-old filly Pacers taking to the track for $7,305. Field of 5. Number 1, Sea Smoke, Clifton Bell for Chris Beaver. $18,000 Ohio Select purchase. 2-year-old Bay Phillip down by the seaside out of the Fear the Dragon mare, Dragon Silk. 3 starts in the year, has 1/3, $1,200. Third place finish last time out at Bell Fountain, paced in 2:05 and 1. Paced in the Kentucky Proud Series at Versailles, Kentucky, over that 5/8 mile training center in 58 and 2 back on the 3rd of July. 2, Big Loose, Carson Conrad for Robert Brooks. 2-year-old Bay Phillip by Big Bab Ray out of the Polo Player mare. Charles Little owns. This is a homebred. 3 starts on the years yet to hit the board. Had a couple 4th place finishes at Marion and Paulding. Number 3 is Be Legendary. Manny Miller looking for his 2nd driving win of the day. Bruce Folker trains. 2-year-old Brown Phillip, a bit of a legend. This is a $6,000 yearling purchase. 3 starts yet to hit the board. Finished 4th last time out at Bell Fountain. Mark St. Louis Jr. the 4. Remember Sherry, Steve Novak. This is a 2-year-old Bay Phillip Abante Mickey, a $10,000 purchase. 2 starts is yet to hit the board. Had a 4th place finish at Bell Fountain, pacing in 2:06 and 3. Pierce Henry will guide the 5, Famous Rain. He also trains for AST Racing at Belrose, New York. 2-year-old Bay Phillip of Western fame. Out of the American Ideal mare, Rainbow A. 4 starts with 2/3. 3rd place finish on the 28th and 23rd of June at Marion in Ottawa. Paced in 2:03 and 2 at Ottawa on the 23rd of June. Field of 5. Sea Smoke, Big Loose, Be Legendary, Remember Sherry, Famous Rain. You can see the Portage River in the background. Field of 5. Have their noses on the wings of the Mike Wepkenberg starting gate. John Ingram, our official starter. Let's send it to Bill Peters for the call.
Here they come. Here, off and pacing the first horse away at the rail is Sea Smoke. On the outside second is Big Loose. Up on the outside third is Famous Rain. 4th is Be Legendary. And the last horse at this point is Remember Sherry. As they make the turn now to head down the backside to race over toward that quarter-mile mark, Clifton Bell has Sea Smoke along the way with the lead. On the outside second is Big Loose, driven by Carson Conrad. And their 3rd is Famous Rain, driven by Pierce Henry. 4th is Be Legendary, driven by Emmanuel Miller. The last horse is Remember Sherry, driven by Mark St. Louis Jr.
28 and 4.
First quarter paced in 28 and 4/5 seconds. As they race around that upper turn to come down past the stand for the first time, that's still Sea Smoke by a length and a half over Big Loose. Racing in their 3rd is Famous Rain. 4th is Be Legendary. The last horse, Remember Sherry. Horses are in straight alignment now as they race down toward the half-mile mark. That's Clifton Bell and Sea Smoke bringing the horses down toward the half. Carson Conrad sits in the Golden Star second with Big Loose. 3rd is Famous Rain. Racing 4th is Be Legendary. The last horse, Remember Sherry.
Minute and 4.
First half paced in 1 minute and 4/5 seconds. As they round the turn now to head down the backside to race over that 3/4 mile mark. The one to catch is Sea Smoke. A length and a half back second is Big Loose. Racing 3rd is Famous Rain. Fourth is Be Legendary. Moving up on the outside, fifth now is Remember Sherry. Also on the move is Be Legendary. As they race down the backside toward that 3/4 mile mark, that's Sea Smoke now by about 2 lengths over Big Loose. Moving up on the outside, third is Be Legendary. At the rail, fourth, Famous Rain. On the outside, fifth, Remember Sherry.
129 and 4.
3/4 in 129 and 4/5. As they race around that upper turn to head for pay dirt. That's still Sea Smoke with the lead, but Big Loose is second and trying to come on. Less than an eighth of a mile to go now. Big Sea Smoke at the rail. On the outside, Big Loose. Sea Smoke and Big Loose as they drive through the lane. Sea Smoke at the rail. Big Loose on the outside. Sea Smoke and Big Loose. Sea Smoke and Big Loose. It's going to be Sea Smoke, and here the outcome. Big Loose up for place. Be Legendary for show. 1 mile and 2:02 and 1/5.
2:02 and 1, gate to wire, Clifton Bell. Sea Smoke for Chris Beaver. 2-year-old Bay Phillip down by the seaside. Out of the Fear of the Dragon mare, Dragon Silk. Ripper Billy Walters and Patrick Joseph McLeod and R.E. Stack of Ohio. Going to the winner's circle, 2:02 and 1, 28 and 4, a minute and 4/5, 129 and 4. Second, the 2, Big Loose. Third, the 3, Be Legendary. Fourth, the 4, Remember Sherry. And the 5, Famous Rain, was fifth. What they call a barber's pole. Top down, the same as the way they came across the wire.
And now going down the track into the winner's circle, where the winners go. Coming in from Redner in Delaware, Ohio, and Amelia Island, Florida, comes number 1, Sea Smoke. Owned by Sea Smoke Stable, Mark Moger, and Sugar Valley Farm. Trained by Chris Beaver, and driven to victory this evening by Clifton Bell.
8, then 12 and a quarter.
That's a big hand here for Clifton Bell and Sea Smoke. And the Streaker Tractor Sales Incorporated of Fremont, the sponsors of this race. Here are the official placings for race 3 from the top. Number 1, Sea Smoke was the winner. And number 2, Big Loose was second. Number 3, Be Legendary was third. Number 4, Remember Sherry was fourth. Number 5, Famous Rain was fifth. Time of the first quarter was 28 and 4/5. The half was in 1 minute and 4/5. The 3/4 in 129 and 4/5. With 1 mile in 2:02 and 1/5. From the top it should read 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the bottom. The mile in 2:02 and 1/5. First lifetime win for Sea Smoke.
Well, it's on to the 4th race. 3-year-old Philly Pacers for $7,180. Kathy Wampler is watching from East Canton, Ohio.
Number 6, Dancing Hilda. The driver will be Kim Pluto. Kim Pluto will drive number 6.
Scott Tarleton and Mark Reinhout, Jeff Short. Terry Adams from Napoleon checking in. Joe Cooper, Greg Buckey. Douglas Brunt, that's your friend, right?
Yep.
Is he on grounds here? Or?
I don't know. I didn't see him if he is.
Scotty Lewis watching. So it's on to the 4th, as we mentioned. 3-year-old Philly Pacers, a Jim Walter Memorial for $7,180. Ryan Stahl will drive number 4, Liberty Bibberty, and Kim Pluto will drive the 6. Dancing Hilda field of 7. They score 7 wide here. We'll be back right after these messages to take a look at the 3-year-old Philly Pacers for the first division.
Don't miss the North American Standardbred Mixed Sale in Mount Hope, Ohio, December 18th. Only 2 sales in and already gaining attention across North America. This exciting young sale specializes in high-quality racehorses, broodmare prospects, and stallion shares with industry-leading pedigrees. One of our exciting graduates is world record holder Allegiant, headlining a growing list of successful sale graduates. Last year's sale topper was Refined at $260,000, followed by Stardust Volo at $250,000. Visit the North American Standardbred Mixed Sale.com and join us December 18th in Mount Hope, Ohio.
The Ohio Harness Racing Passport is back. Sponsored by Webkenberg Starting Gates, the Passport takes you across Ohio's county fair circuit and now includes marquee events like Ohio Super Night. It's free and open to fans of all ages. Get your Passport from the OHHA broadcast team and collect your stamps. Earn prizes all season long with more ways to win. Compete for the grand prize. Experience Ohio through harness racing.
It all begins with a dream. In Ohio's lush pastures, a foal is born with the heart of a champion. Through dedication, care, and generations of world-class breeding, that spark grows into raw power. Today, Ohio's Standardbred industry offers nearly $24 million in purses for Ohio breds, drawing the best and rewarding the brightest. Breed, buy, race, and win in Ohio.
Real quick, Doug, North America Standardbred sale commercial there, they talk about Allegiant, and there was a nice article I read just yesterday morning. Vernon Beachy actually trained her before she went to Linda Toscano when she won the Breeders' Crown and all that. But Vernon Beachy has another very nice 3-year-old filly trotter this year, Victoriana's Secret, that Ronnie Wren Jr. has been driving. And he said in the article that if she wins at Scioto last night, then he's really seriously thinking of pointing her towards the Hamiltonian Oaks. And so she won last night. So there's another Ohio connection that might have a big impact on Hambo Day.
Boy, you're hearing a lot about Ohio. Talking about Ohio, what they got to offer, all the yearlings you can purchase, probably 2,800 mares bred anymore. The sales, we have the Ohio Classic, the Blooded Horse Sale, Steve Cross's Buckeye Classic in the fall. 125 days of county fair racing. They race about 205 days at Northfield Park, 90 days at Scioto Downs, 70 days at Dayton in the fall, September through end of December, and then they open up at Miami Valley January 5th, 6th till the 1st of May. That gives you about 575 days of harness racing in the state of Ohio. We'd like to thank Mike Wepkenberg Starting Gate, Mike and Becky, for the passports this year. A lot of nice giveaways for the passports. We'd like to thank some of our fine sponsors, Power Play Farm, Hickory Lane Farm, North American Standardbred Sales, Ohio Farm Bureau, and the Breeders' Crown. The Breeders' Crown this year held at Scioto Downs at the end of October. I believe it's on the 23rd and 24th of October. Still tickets available. General admission will be in the grandstand. They're going to, if it is bad weather, they will have some things to try to help you stay warm. If you're familiar with Scioto, underneath the clubhouse on the ground floor level, there's a bar area and bedding area. They're going to kind of close that in. I've heard for in case there is bad weather, which they very well could have snow. You just never know. I know one year Hoosier Park in October 6-7 years ago had snow one night for the Breeders' Crown last Saturday in October. So you just never know what you're going to get.
There will be general admission there.
There will be general admission. Jason Roth told us that the other night at Scioto when we had him on interviewing him with the Next Generation. The general admission will be in the grandstand, first come, first serve.
Yeah. It's going to be a fun weekend.
Mm-hmm.
One out, then leaves 6 to go.
And they got one out, need 6 more. Close things out tonight with a Signature Series pace. The Portage River pace, JB Magic, Just Don't Say Any Star, Frisky Mary RB, Sweetens Cove, and Haste Make Waste. That's what we'll close it out with the Portage River. And then they have, I think it's a Gordon Whitty trot maybe tomorrow night. As a kid, did you come here and race a lot?
Yeah, we used to try and always have something for the Gordon Whitty trot. It's kind of a fun
place. Now, when you walk out of the barn, clear here at the top of the stretch. Is the river pretty much right there?
Yeah. Those vehicles that are the kind of facing towards the river there, they're
not too terribly far away.
Yeah, there's a fence there, but that's it between you and the water. Yeah.
Have you ever been out on the Portage River?
I have not.
Really?
Last year when I was here, I actually talked to some of the guys, track maintenance guys. They actually said, there's been some talk that some parts of this fairground could potentially be worth a lot of money, and the folks in charge here in Oak Harbor are well aware of that. So there's talks of actually moving the fairground somewhere else. When you drive into the fairgrounds, I don't know which way you came in, but there's some awfully nice big houses right along the river, and I think there's quite a few people out there that wouldn't mind having some of this real estate. So we'll see what happens in the future.
I could see that.
That'd be a shame. I love racing here.
Yes.
This
yes.
is a fun fair.
I've always heard a lot about it. But like I say, I know this is probably my 5th year in a row here. He forgot his passport. We'll double sign you, I guess, next time. Okay. We'll get you on camera, make sure.
Yeah.
So if we had to
video
go back
proof.
and look, if it's a tie or anything at the end of the year and somebody files a complaint, we'll have to watch that replay, like the judges do. How far are you from home here? 2 hours. Back tomorrow night?
I hope we go to Lebanon. We got one racing down there.
Going to Lebanon. That's going to be a long day there.
We're in the 13th, so.
Okay, that won't be bad. That won't be bad.
I won't go for all.
5 out, that leaves 2 to go.
Got 10 of them back here tomorrow night. Kind of, things slowing down a little bit with, there's 3 or 4 fairs this week. We're here. We're at Washington Courthouse, Bucyrus, Lebanon, Carrollton, Hilliard. So 5, 6 fairs probably. So you're not going to see. Courthouse has 14 races and Wednesday, and I think Bucyrus 15.
Wow.
They got the Buckeye Stallion series.
Yeah. I couldn't get over 24 at Lebanon.
Yeah, that's a lot of races.
That is a lot.
That's probably the most you'll see anywhere this year, I would say. Delaware won't even have that. Not anymore. I doubt if you see any more in 24. We had 20 at maybe Marion one day, and I don't know if we had 20 at Paulding one day.
I think Paulding was 20 and 19 maybe.
Marion might have had 20.
Yeah.
You won't see 24. That'll be the most, I'm sure.
Still need the number 1 horse, City of Fear.
I haven't looked at a program yet, but I'd look for Jeff Nysonger to have a pretty good day down there.
In Lebanon?
Add to his stats. That's right where his stabled at.
Mm-hmm. As Hank had the good day yesterday at Wellston, I think Hank Levan will be at Hayard, both stations, and Jeff will be at Lebanon. So those are your 2 leading drivers. We mentioned Hank now leads away with 33, Jeff with 31, and they also lead the way in trainer standings. Hank LeBlanc leading the way with 31 training wins, and Jeff Nysonger with 23. Herman Hagerman now with 21 training wins. Rosie Weaver 14 on the driver's side. Carson Conrad, I believe who's driving in this race, is standing third with 20 wins. Pierce Henry with 15. Getting set for a post parade. Let's send it over to Bill Peters.
Our separating post word for race 4. This is the first division of the 3-year-old filly pace. This is the Jim Walter Memorial. Going for a purse of $7,180. This is the Unit Alliance Incorporated of Oak Harbor Trophy Race. For 1 is City of Fear, owned by Rick Essel of Oakwood, trained by Chad Williamson. The driver is Pierce Henry. Number 2 is Delta Lady, owned by Jeff Fout Racing of East Bernstein, Kentucky, Brian Carsey of Cambridge City, Indiana, and S. Maria Haynes of Alexandria, Indiana, trained by Charlie Conrad, the driver Carson Conrad. Number 3 is Ray's Parlay Girl, owned and trained by Bill Webb of Defiance, the driver Clifton Bell. Number 4 is Liberty Biberty, owned by Here's the Stock Incorporated of Bucyrus, Ohio, Sean Harville of West Carrollton, Ohio, and Scott Davis of Bell Valley, Ohio, trained by Jessica McCown. The driver is Ryan Stahl. Number 5 is Coco Motion, owned by Hagerman Racing of Mount Vernon, Ohio, trained by Herman Hagerman, the driver Emmanuel Miller. Number 6 is Dancing Hilda, owned by Mike Raker of Fayette, trained by Russ Sutherland. The driver is Kim Pluta. At number 7 is Kathy's Clown, owned by Jerry Migel of Westland, Michigan, trained by Steve Novak, the driver Mark St. Louis Jr. Horses will take one score and go to the gate. Mutual windows closing in 4 minutes. Way too early to avoid the long lines. You catch the barns, plan to warm up after
3-year-old Philly Pace, Jim Walter Memorial for $7,180. Field of 7, all 7 on gate. City of Fear, the 1. Pierce Henry will drive the 3-year-old Brown Filly by Fear the Dragon. 4 career wins, yet to find a winner circle this year. Has $27,000 in the bank. Took a mark at Northfield Park as a 2-year-old. 157-1. Pierce Henry, the 1. City of Fear for Chad Williamson. Number 2 is Delta Lady, Carson Conrad for Charlie Conrad. This 3-year-old bay filly's by Catch the Fire. She a $20,000 yearling purchase 2 years ago. Last time out at Ottawa, finished second, pacing 202-3. 9 career wins, all last year as a 2-year-old. Right at $50,000. Took a mark at Dayton as a 2-year-old at 156-2. Clifton Bell, who already has a win on the night's card, will drive the 3. Ray's Parlay Girl for Bill Webb. 3-year-old bay Philip of Cheyenne Ray. This is a homebred. 9 starts on the year. 20 career starts, is yet to find a winner circle, has 2 seconds and 7/3, $11,000 in the bank. Ryan Stahl will drive number 4, Liberty Biberty for Jesse McCown. 3-year-old black filly by Zuma Kalade out of the Rock and Roll Hanover Mare, American Rocks. 4 career wins and 24 career starts, $25,000 in the bank. Took a mark at Souda Downs as a 3-year-old at 155. That was about 5 back on the 16th of June. Manny Miller, the 5, Coco Motion. Manny already has a win on tonight's card. Herman Hagerman has 2 training wins. This 3-year-old bay filly's by Well Said. Out of the Real Desire Mare, Real Drama, Hagerman Racing to Mount Vernon owns. Just a $3,000 yearling purchase, $11,631. 1 career win. Took a mark at Croton last season as a 2-year-old, 203-3. Number 6 is Dancing Hilda, Kim Pluta for Russ Sutherland. 3-year-old bay Philip, a Dancing Yankee. This is a homebred owned by Mike Raker of Fayette, Ohio. 4 career starts, is yet to hit the board, has $655 in the bank. Paced in 207-2 at Paulding on the 9th of June. And number 7 is Kathy's Clown, Mark St. Louis Jr. for Steve Novak and Jerry Migel. 3-year-old bay Philip, a Dancing Yankee. This is a homebred. 4 wins, lifetime in 22 lifetime starts with 6 seconds and 3/3, $30,667. 154. That Souda Downs is a 3-year-old over that 5/8 mile track. Was winner last time out at Bell Fountain last Monday in 159-3. Field of 7 at the top of the stretch. John Ingram has them all lined up and ready for a start. Let's go to Bill Peters for the call.
Here they come. They're off and pacing the first horse away at the rail is City of Fear. On the outside, second is Delta Lady. Moving up in the middle of the racetrack, third is Liberty Biberty. Between horses, fourth, that's Ray's Parlay Girl. Moving up on the outside, fifth is Kathy's Clown. Racing along at the rail, 6 is Coco Motion, and the last horse is Dancing Hilda. As they make the turn now to head down the backside, to race over toward that quarter-mile mark, Carson Conrad has Delta Lady on top by a length and a half. Pacing in there second is Liberty Biberty, driven by Ryan Stahl. Third is City of Fear, driven by Pierce Henry. And right there fourth is Ray's Parlay Girl, driven by Clifton Bell.
27-3.
First quarter paced in 27 3/5 seconds. As they race around that upper turn to come down past the stand for the first time. That's still Delta Lady by 1 length. Racing second, Liberty Biberty. Third is City of Fear. Fourth is Ray's Parlay Girl. Fifth is Kathy's Clown. Coco Motion in there sixth. The last horse, Dancing Hilda. Horses are on straight alignment coming down to the half-mile mark. That's still Delta Lady with the lead. A length and a half back second is Liberty Biberty with City of Fear right there third.
59-1.
First half pace in 59 and 1/5 seconds. As they round the turn now to head down the backside to race over that 3/4 mile mark. They've got to catch Delta Lady. Up on the outside second now comes Ray's Parlay Girl. At the rail third is Liberty Biberty. On the outside fourth is Kathy's Clown. At the rail fifth is City of Fear. Sixth is Cocoa Motion, and the last horse, Dancing Hilda. Front six well punched as they go to the 3/4 mile mark. That's Delta Lady along the rail with lead with Ray's Parlay Girl on the outside second.
127 and 4.
3/4 in 127 and 4/5 as they race around that upper turn to head for pay dirt. That's Delta Lady by 1 length. Ray's Parlay Girl on the outside second. Liberty Bibby's third and locked in with no place to go. Moving up on the outside fourth, that's Kathy's Clown. As they race for home, that's Delta Lady and Ray's Parlay Girl, and now Liberty Bibby has some room, but it's going to be Delta Lady, and here they all come. Looked like Liberty Bibby got up for place with Ray's Parlay Girl for show.
158 and 4.
A mile in 158 and 4/5.
158 and 4. Carson Conrad, Delta Lady, gate to wire. She's a 3-year-old bay filly. Catch the Fire out of the roll with Joe Mare. Sugar on the Beach, her first of the season's 10th career. That sends her to about $53,000 lifetime. She was a $20,000 Ohio Select purchase 2 years ago. She's on with Jeff Fout Racing. Bernstead, Kentucky. BK Carsey, Cambridge City, Indiana. It's Marisa Haynes of Alexandria, Indiana. Charlie Conrad trains Carson Conrad in the sulky. Third generation there goes back to Elmer Conrad, I believe the father of Charlie Conrad. Once appeared on the Johnny Carson show years ago, I believe.
Oh, yeah?
Elmer Conrad.
For what?
Driving horses.
Really?
Yeah. You might make it someday, Matt.
Yeah.
You might make it someday. Carson Conrad gets his 21st driving win of the year.
Used the pick to perfection there. Cut that horse on the outside when Ryan Stahl locked in the
Yes.
2-hole.
Very nice job.
Yeah.
Yes, he had him under snug. He knew he was behind him. Yes.
Yeah.
A lot of nice young drivers at the fairs. Carson Conrad being one of them.
And now moving down the track into the winner's circle, all the winners go. Coming in from East Bernstead, Kentucky, Cambridge City, Indiana, and Alexandria, Indiana, comes number 2, Delta Lady, owned by Jeff Fout Racing, Brian Carsey, S. Maria Haynes, trained by Charlie Conrad, and driven to victory this evening by Carson Conrad. Now, I just found out this afternoon that Carson Conrad is the 5th generation of the Conrad family that I have announced over the years. Let's have a big hand here for Charlie and Carson Conrad and Delta Lady and the Unilines Incorporated of Oak Harbor, the sponsors of this race.
Elmer Conrad years ago would race at the old Lebanon Raceway. So the 5th generation.
There the official placings for race 4 from the top. Number 1, City of Fear was 6th. Number 2, Delta Lady was the winner. Number 3, Ray's Parlay Girl was 3rd. Number 4, Liberty Biberty was 2nd. Number 5, Cocoa Motion was 4th. Number 6, Dancing Hilda was 7th. Number 7, Kathy's Clown was 5th. Time of the first quarter was 27 and 3/5. The half was in 59 and 1/5. The 3/4 in 127 and 4/5, with a mile in 158 and 4/5. From the top, it should read 613-247. 5 on the bottom. The mile in 158 and 4/5.
Filly Trotters. Field of 6 coming up in the 5th, and we'll be back to take a look at all 6 of these Filly Trotters right after this.
At Ohio State's Galbraith Equine Center, our veterinary champions are here for your champions 24/7, 365 days a year, providing advanced specialty care for sports horses from all stages and disciplines. Our expert team of boarded surgeons and sports medicine and rehabilitation specialists, together with veterinary cardiologists, internal medicine, and ophthalmologists, make our hospital your best resource for all sports horse performance issues. The Ohio State Veterinary Medical Center's Galbraith Equine Hospital. Call us today at 614-292-6661.
Who feeds your need for new ideas for your family's best farm future? Ohio Farm Bureau. We work with our members to shape ag policy that will positively impact our industry. Farm Bureau is advancing business solutions to give you a competitive advantage. We help you gather information to stay ahead of important topics and technologies. Plus, Ohio Farm Bureau creates opportunities for growth. Ohio Farm Bureau, feeding your need for new ideas.
We are back on the banks of the Portage River, Oak Harbor, Ohio, Ottawa County Fair, Ohio Fair Racing Conference action. Doug Ballinger, Matt Clark. Fair's coming up. It's a busy week, as we mentioned, Matt. About 6 of them this week. We're back here tomorrow night. We're the only show in town right now. But tomorrow we're going to have a lot of competition. We're back here tomorrow night at 5 with 10 races. Start things out, the Ohio Harness Horsemen Association broadcast team will be at the Franklin County Fair at Hilliard. Doubleheader tomorrow at 1 and 4. 8 races in the afternoon at 1, 8 in the evening card at 4. That's at Hilliard. 3 o'clock, the Warren County Fair in Lebanon, scheduled for 4, but they're moving that post time up to 3. Ohio Colt Racing Association action, 24 races at Lebanon tomorrow. Post time at 3. Tuesday, the Carroll County Fair in Carrollton. Doubleheader, 12 noon and 5 in the evening, 9 at noon, 12 in the evening. That's a doubleheader at Carrollton on Tuesday. Wednesday, the 22nd, Washington Courthouse, Fayette County Fair, 14 of them, post time at 5. And they are having wiener dog races. It'll be a big day there. They'll have eliminations, and after the final race, they will have wiener dog, wiener take all. I believe it's a $1,000 giveaway, sponsored by a local dog food company. A lot of giveaways if you're in the area and want to go to Washington Courthouse. A Fayette County Agricultural Society, along with the Fayette County Travel, Tourism, and Bureau, will be sponsoring that event. A lot of nice giveaways there at Washington Courthouse. Also on Wednesday, Bucyrus, the Crawford County Fair. They go back-to-back Wednesday and Thursday. Wednesday the 22nd, Thursday the 23rd. Buckeye Stallion Series action on that Wednesday. They have 15 carded for Wednesday, yet to draw for that Thursday card. So a lot of racing action coming up. As we mentioned, our leading driver right now having a good day. Yesterday at Wellston, Hank Levan had 7 winners. 33 wins now. Jeff Nysonger with 31. Carson Conrad has 21 winners.
Mark St. Louis Jr. driving number 3, Castle on the Hill.
Mark St. Louis Jr. just announced will drive number 3, Castle on the Hill, in the upcoming 5th.
Your attention to the barn. Jason Seymour, the presiding judge, would like to see you before you leave tonight. Jason Seymour, the presiding judge, would like to see you before you leave tonight.
Just had the camera shot on. There was Mark Hedworth and Greg Bateson standing over there talking for quite a while, I bet.
Okay, Greg Bateson, is he driving anything here tonight? I don't believe so.
I don't know if
that
he
would
is or
be
not.
very unusual.
He's got one tomorrow, if not tonight. I did remember seeing him in the program. It could have been tomorrow. I know he had one in. I don't know. He's wearing his colors, so maybe it was tonight. Should look ahead. Yeah, Greg doesn't drive a whole lot anymore.
No, not anymore. Always teamed up with John Schuberg 25 years ago. That was a winning combination.
Yeah, he does have one in the 8th, one that he trains.
Air quality up here is 109. It's, you can see a little bit. You had mentioned when you left home, you had to go from to Toledo, the Michigan area. You're in Monroe, Michigan, actually, where you at?
Yeah, just a little north of Toledo.
And you had to go. Did you drive that Thursday morning then up to the side of downs to the meeting?
It was bad around. I left the house around 6:45, 7, something like that. And from Toledo to Upper Sandusky, it was bad. And then it cleared up. And I told the folks down south, like, it's coming, it's bad. This is not like smoke I've ever seen before. And then the trip home was just miserable.
And then Friday they canceled. Yeah, side of downs.
5. This is a 3-year-old filly trot. Going for a purse of $13,878. This is the Skyworks Equipment of Perrysburg Trophy Race. Number 1 is My Secret Money. Owned by Mike Sweeney of Delaware, Ohio, and Lemmer Racing LLC of Rockwood, Michigan. Trained by Mike Sweeney, the driver Curtis Harper. Number 2 is Rose Run Bobby. Owned by JNR Racing of Rising Sun, Ohio. Trained by Jamie Weller, the driver Rod Adams Jr. Number 3 is Castle on the Hill. Owned and trained by Jason Seymour of Adrian, Michigan, the driver Mark St. Louis Jr. Number 4 is Little Flicka, owned and trained and driven by Greg Diamond of Bell, Florida. Number 5 is Lynn Range, owned by Hagerman Racing of Mount Vernon, Ohio, Lucinda Belcher, Winchester, Kentucky, and Martin D. Yoder of Bone Eaton, Ohio, trained by Herman Hagerman, the driver Emmanuel Miller. And number 6 is What a Bell, owned, trained and driven by John Kineski III of Pemberville. Horses will take one long score and go to the gate.
Your windows closing in 4 minutes. Your attention to the barns. You're planning to warm up.
3-year-old filly trotter, 6 on gate, number 1, My Secret Money. Curtis Harper for Mike Sweeney, 3-year-old bay filly, but ready for money out of the Muscle Yankee mare. Muscle Secret. This is a homebred. 17 career starts, 4 wins, 7 seconds, right at 20,000. Took a mark last year as a 2-year-old at Richwood at 203-3. Winner last time out at Bellefontaine of 205-1. Geeked wire. Number 2 is Rose Run Bobby, Rod Adams Jr. for Jamie Weller. 3-year-old bay Philip Uncle Peter, a $21,000 Ohio Select purchase out of the Lucky Chucky mare. On the Rocks, J&R Racing, Rising Sun, Ohio owned. 12 career starts, is yet to hit the board. Last time out, finished 4th at Bellefontaine. Number 3 is Castle on the Hill. Mark St. Louis Jr. will drive for Jason Seymour. Seymour also owns 3-year-old bay Philip Watt the Hill out of Malamar Man Mare. Lucky Princess, 5 career starts, has 1 third. Last time out was 3rd in Michigan. Gregory Diamond owns, trains, and drives the 4. A Little Flick Up. She's a 3-year-old bay Philip, a Long Tom out of the Band's Gold Chip mare. Super Sugar, $9,000 Buckeye Classic purchase, has a win in 15 career starts, 3 seconds, 2 thirds, $11,491, 206-4 at Bowling Green. Manny Miller for Herman Hagerman, the 5. Lynn Range, 3-year-old bay filly by In Range out of the Andover Hall mare. Lynn Slider, 12 career wins in 22 starts with 4 seconds, $61,000 in the bank, the 5. Lynn Range. And number 6 is Watabell, John Kineski III, Ohio Harness Horsemen Association Director. Owns, trains, and drives a 6. Watabell, 3-year-old bay Philip Watt the Hill out of the Victory Sam mare. Bell's Victory Song. Has a win in 11 career starts, $9,000. That win was 3 back at Ottawa, 204-1, the 6. Watabell, John Kineski. Field of 6 on gate. Mike Wepkenberg starting gate, swings into the stretch. Let's send it over to Bill Peters.
Here they come. They're off and trotting. The first horse away on the outside is Lynn Range. At the rail second is My Secret Money. Up comes Rose Run Bobby. Now What a Bell takes over third. As they make the turn now to head down the backside to race over that 3/4 mile mark, Emmanuel Miller has Lynn Range on top by 2.5 lengths. Trotting in their second is My Secret Money, driven by Curtis Harper. Racing in their third is What a Bell, driven by John Kineski III. Fourth is Little Flicka, driven by Greg Diamond. Fifth is Castle on the Hill, driven by Mark St. Louis. And the last horse is Rose Run Bobby, driven by Rod Adams.
29-1.
First quarter trotted in 29 and 1/5 seconds. As they race around that upper turn to come down past the stand for the first time, that's Lynn Range by 1.5 lengths over My Secret Money. What a Bell trots in their third. Little Flicka is fourth. Farther back fifth comes Castle on the Hill, and the last horse is Rose Run Bobby. As they race down toward that half-mile mark, that's Lynn Range bringing the horses down to the half. My Secret Money races in their second. What a Bell is in their third, followed by Little Flicka fourth.
1 minute 4/5.
First half trotted in 1 minute and 4/5 seconds. As they round the turn now to head down the backside to race over that 3/4 mile mark. That's Lynn Range by 2 lengths. Still racing in their second is My Secret Money with What a Bell third. Little Flicka races fourth. Fifth is Castle on the Hill. The last horse, Rose Run Bobby. Going toward that 3/4 mile mark, there's no change. That's still Lynn Flicka by about 2 lengths over My Secret Money. What a Bell right there third, followed by Little Flicka fourth and Castle on the Hill fifth.
129 flat.
3/4 trotted in 129 as they race around that upper turn to head for pay dirt. That's Lynn Range now by 2.5 lengths over My Secret Money. What a Bell trying to hold on for show position. Little Flicka moving up fourth as they race toward home. That's Lynn Range at the lead rail, and here comes My Secret Money up on the outside. Lynn Range at the rail, My Secret Money on the outside. It's going to be Lynn Range wire to wire, and here they all come. My Secret Money up for place. What a Bell for show. 1 mile in 2 minutes and 1/5.
2 minutes and 1/5. Lynn Range goes gate to wire. Manny Miller gets his second on the card. 3-year-old Bay Phillip by In Range out of the Andover Hallmare. Lynn's Slider. Last 2 starts, Matt made some breaks that you never see. Made breaks leaving at Scioto Downs in the Sire Stake race, I believe, and then at Bell Fountain. Very unlike Lynn Range. She goes now over this one division. This is a nice purse.
Yeah.
13,000. That'll put her about 68, 69,000. $13,878. Field of 6. One division. Very nice purse.
I don't think there was really ever an anxious moment for Manny once he got off the gate. Yeah, I don't know what happened to her those last couple starts. I think she would have probably been 1-9 here had she not made those bobbles her last couple starts, because she is a tough filly. I really like her.
Herman Hagerman gets his third training win, one of our leading trainers so far at the fairs this season. She's owned by Hagerman Racing, Lucinda Belcher, Martin Yoder. Manny Miller gets his 12th win of the season on the fair circuit. As we mentioned, he broke out at Bell Fountain, had about 6 or 7 wins there at Bell Fountain last Monday and Tuesday.
We kind of thought he might be due for a big night there Tuesday, because he was at Cortland for the early card and then made the 3.5-hour trip from Cortland to get over to Bell Fountain.
Into the winner's circle where the winners go. Coming in from Mount Vernon and Mount Eaton, Ohio, and Winchester, Kentucky, comes number 5, Lynn Range. Owned by Hagerman Racing, Lucinda Belcher, and Martin Yoder. Trained by Herman Hagerman. And driven back to this evening by Emmanuel Miller. This is the Skyworks Equipment of Perrysburg Trophy Race. Let's have a big hand here for Herman Hagerman, Emmanuel Miller, and Lynn Range, the winner of race 5. Here are the official placings for race 5 from the top. Number 1, My Secret Money was second. Number 2, Rose Run Bobby was 6th. Number 3, Castle on the Hill was 5th. Number 4, Little Flicka was 4th. Number 5, Lynn Range was the winner. And number 6, What a Bell was 3rd. Time of the first quarter was 29 1/5. The half was in 1 minute and 4/5. The 3 quarters in 1:29 with a mile in 2 minutes and 1/5. From the top it should read 2:65.413. A mile in 2 minutes and 1/5.
Well, it's on to the 6th race, 2-year-old filly Pacers. This division for $7,305, field of 5, no changes. We'll be back to take a look at these 5 2-year-old fillies right after this.
When you need supplies for your horse, one name stands out: Big D's. Since 1976, Big D's Tack and Vet Supply has been the equine experts you can trust. Whatever your horse needs is available at Big D's Tack and Vet Supply. Order online at BigD'sWeb.com. Use code FAIR26 and receive $10 off your next order. Big D's Tack and Vet Supply.
The Ohio equine industry needs your help. I'm Scott Mogan, president of the Ohio Harness Horsemen's Association. With over 300,000 horses in Ohio, the economic impact of the equine industry in the state is over $2.8 billion. That means jobs that pump millions of dollars into the local economy and support thousands of families. For Ohio's equine industry to remain strong, we need to send a clear message to our legislators about the important role that the agricultural small businesses play in Ohio's economy. To do that, we need your help. PACER, the Political Action Committee for Equine Racing, helps support and inform on issues that could positively affect Ohio harness racing. Please consider a donation to PACER. To donate, visit our website at OHHA.com or call 614-221-3650. Your donation will help keep harness racing strong in Ohio. Thank you for your support.
Hey kids, we invite you to join the Backstretch Buddies Club, a fun and free club for kids 12 and under who love horses and wants to be a part of harness racing in Ohio. Once you've signed up, you will be able to join Willie Winnett and exciting adventures and receive awesome surprises. Sign up today using the QR code.
Ohio Fair Racing Conference action. Doug Ballinger, Matt Clark. Ottawa County Fair, Oak Harbor, Ohio. On to the 6th of 9 2-year-old filly Pacers.
Thinking this has got to be JB Magic coming past us, isn't it?
I would say it is. I know he has the rail. It sure looks like it.
Good looking.
Yes, he is. Very nice. I believe he might have broke the track record here as a 2-year-old. I don't have an official program. It might have it in there. He still might be part of that track record. In the Signature Series pace tonight, owned by Bob Geist of Salina, Ohio. Talking about the Pacer, Scott Mogan there donating to the Pacer, what they do to keep racing active here in Ohio, go to the legislatures and things. Any kind of donation, $10, $25, is a big help if you like harness racing here in Ohio. And also, if you're not a member of the Ohio Harness Horsemen's Association, just associate member, for $25, I believe you get is it the Buckeye Horsemen? Is that what comes out 4 times a year? The Buckeye Horsemen, they call it. Very nice colored magazine. You get 4 times a year, good article, good read. And then you also get a pass to get you into any Ohio Fair Racing Conference. Now you got to remember there's 4 conferences. This pass gets you into any Ohio Fair Racing Conference and is good the whole week at Delaware, so that's a big plus right there. Here we got a passport to sign. Mr. Passport from last year, our defending champion. Rich Miller is in house tonight. See you tomorrow night.
Yep, tomorrow night, and then Tuesday I'll be at Carrollton.
Have you missed a fair yet?
Yes. Oh yeah, I'm only doing 40 this year.
Okay.
Only doing 40 this year.
You're back here tomorrow, and then you're going to Carrollton.
Yeah, and then for Cyrus, Crawford County Fair.
Okay. You going to hit Washington Courthouse?
I'll probably hit Washington Courthouse.
On Saturday, maybe?
Yep, on Saturday.
Okay. Enjoy your night.
Doug, you are correct. 2-year-old colt Pace record 2024. JB Magic 2025 tied with Ebony Dragon 157. So
both of them. I remember that now. Yes,
Ty Bates trained them both.
That's right. That rings a bell now.
That's pretty impressive.
Yes. I know JB Magic that year went on to win a couple of races. He went on the next week at Sauter Downs, won a blistering mile, 53 and a piece, Buckeye Stallion Series, and he was really racing great as a 2-year-old. As he comes past us again here. Yeah, he's a good looker.
Yeah, he sure is.
He was bred by Emerald Highland Farms. Now the story, I know I've got part of it correct. He didn't sell his JB Magic. He sold his hip number 32, I think. Bob Geist, a big Cleveland Brown fan and Jim Brown fan. Jim Brown wore number 32, so JB Magic was 32. They kind of liked him, so JB Magic, Jim Brown's Magic. That's where the name came from. Always a story.
Oh, yeah.
Always a story.
Boy, knocking on the door of 100,000.
Yes.
Lifetime. 270.
I think he had a third place finish, $270 short.
That's what it looks like.
Could go over 100,000 tonight.
Yeah.
Bring your horses on out for race 6.
We're back at it tomorrow evening here in Oak Harbor. 5 o'clock start. Ohio Harness Horsemen's Association broadcast team will be at Hilliard tomorrow. Roger Houston will be giving you the call of the races. Doubleheader there, noon post, back with a 4. They have 8 in the afternoon, 8 at night. That's the Franklin County Fair at Hilliard. That's hometown at cold action. Also tomorrow at 3, regularly scheduled for 4 at 3. Better pack your lunch. Maybe they have great food there. Have to eat your breakfast, dinner, and supper there at the Warren County Fairgrounds. They start at 3 o'clock with 24 races. So that'd be a long day. I think Ashley Daly's heading that way, maybe in Michael Langer. It's going to be a very long day. And then Tuesday, Carrollton, the Carroll County Fair goes at 12 noon, and at 5, 9 races at the noon card, and the 5 o'clock card, I believe, has 12. That's the Carroll County Fair. It takes us into Wednesday. Bucyrus has the Buckeye Stallion Series. They have 15 races at 6 o'clock post Wednesday and Thursday at Bucyrus at Crawford County Fair. Washington Courthouse. It'll be Wiener Dog Day there. That is a big event. That place will be packed. And it is the Fayette Tourism giveaway. A lot of nice giveaways there, headed up by Lisa Swartz and crew. They have 14 of them getting things off to be behind the gate at 5. And then they come back on Saturday at 11 a.m. at Saturday. And then I know that takes us into another week of racing. I know off the top of my head, you're going into Mount Vernon. They might go a doubleheader there. And then you're getting into Eaton. So then that takes you just about into August, and it's just about every day.
Mm-hmm. I would love to see the Washington Courthouse. They're a big card sometime. I'll never.
Have you ever been there?
No,
you've never been. It's nice.
I've been there for a matinee.
Okay.
I've not been there for the fair at all. I would really like to. It doesn't make sense for me to go down there and send somebody from down there up here, But I would really like to see that sometime.
That's the way here tonight. Susan Schroeder was on the schedule. I said Susan was only 9. Not that I don't enjoy working with you, but boy, it'd probably be a 3-hour drive for her from Grove City to come up here for 9 races, and she was just at Wellston, so I'm sure Susan is probably home listening and maybe with the grandkids tonight, and she'll be probably at leave the office tomorrow and head to Hilliard, Ohio. That'll be a short drive for the Ohio Harness Horseman crew tomorrow. Let's go to the post parade. 6th race, 2-year-old Philly Pacers.
That's our printing post word for race 6. This is the second division of the 2-year-old filly pace. Going for a purse of $7,305. This is the Rich Peterson Farms Trophy Race. One is Luna's Time to Shine. All by Dr. Jill Dental of Wasion, trained by Jim Hersham. The driver is Mark Hedworth. Number 2 is Jewel Fame. All by Wasika Lauder of Tiffin, trained and driven by Ed Conrad. Number 3 is Bourbon with Fire. All by Watson Harness Racing and Kendall Stuckey of Tiffin, Billy Hart of Carmel, Maine, and W.J. Donnelly of Dublin, Ohio, trained and driven by Ryan Stahl. Number 4 is Taylor's Third Round. All by Tommy and Andrea Householder of Delaware, Ohio, trained by Robbie Brooks, the driver, Clifton Bell. And number 5 is Buck Bikini. All by Kathy Todd of Wasion, trained and driven by Kim Pluto. Horses will take one long score and go to the
2-year-old filly pacers, field of 5. Number 1, Luna's Time to Shine. Mark Hedworth for James Ersham. This is a 2-year-old bay filly by Lost in Time out of the Mach 3 mare. It ventured through the pan. First career start for the 1, Luna's Time to Shine. Ed Conrad trains and drives number 2, Jewel Fame. This is a 2-year-old bay filly by Western Fame out of the Liz Mara mare. Ken Beck Jewel, 2 career starts, has a third, that third place finish at Bell Fountain, paced in 6 and 4. Ryan Stahl will drive number 3, Bourbon with Fire. Stahl also trains for Watson Harges, Jay Stuckey, W.A. Hart, and Jay Donnelly. 2-year-old bay Philip Catch the Fire out of the Charlie Barley mare. Bourbon and Barley, $31,000 Buckeye Classic purchase. First career start for the 3, Bourbon with Fire. Number 4, Taylor's Third Round, Clifton Bell. Clifton looking for his second driving win of the night. Robert Brooks trains. Tommy and Andrea Householder, Delaware, Ohio owned. This is a homebred. 2-year-old bay filly by Dancing Yankee out of the Real Artist mare, Taylor's Artist. 3 starts with 2 seconds, $1,801. Finished second last time out, beating the length and 3/4 of Bell Fountain, pacing a mile in 2:05. And rounding out the 5, Black Bikini, Kim Pluta trains and drives for Kathy Todd of Wasion. This is a 2-year-old black Philip Avante Mickey out of the Better's Delight mare. Barbuda Babe, 2 career starts, has a third, $591. Third place finish at Marion on the 28th of June. Finished 4th on the 8th of June at Paulding. Last time out, 2:05 and 2 at Marion. Look across the way, and Matt's got them zoomed in there. Field of 5 completing their score. You'll see them head to the Mike Wepkenberg starting gate. Big thank you to Mike and Becky Wepkenberg for the passport sponsorship this year. John Ingram, our official starter. Doug Hunt driving the car tonight. You can see on the banks Portage River right behind them there, just about 50 to 100 yards away.
Looks like the 2 is just coming back onto the track. Don't know what happened there.
Okay, yep. Ed Conrad must have had an equipment adjustment on the 2, Jewel Fame. 6-5 on the 3, Bourbon with Fire. Ryan Stahl, first-time starter. 2-1 the 4, Taylor's Third Round, Clifton Bell, Robert Brooks. Third career start, has 2 second-place finishes. Next up is the 7th race. 2-year-old filly trotters. That first division of the filly trot for 2-year-olds went in 2:05. 8th race, 3-year-old filly pace, and we close it out with the Portage River Pace Signature Series for $2,650, field of 6, and that Signature Series Portage River Pace.
Also lining up down the backside on the way to the gate. The first horse into the rail will be Luna's Time
to Shine. Then comes Jewel Fame, Bourbon with Fire, Taylor's Third Round with Buck Bikini on the outside. They're at the post. Starting gate is rolling now. Here they come. They're off and pacing the first horse away at the rail is Luna's Time to Shine. Up on the outside second is Black Bikini. Between horses third is Taylor's Third Round. And their fourth is Jewel Fame. And the last horse is Bourbon with Fire. Off stride now goes Luna's Time to Shine. With the lead on the outside, that's Black Bikini. Racing at the rail second, that is Taylor's Third Round. Third is Jewel Fame. Fourth is Luna's Time to Shine. And the last horse, Bourbon with Fire. Past that quarter-mile mark, Kim Pluta has Black Bikini on top by 2 lengths.
30 seconds flat.
First quarter paced in 30 seconds. As they race around that upper turn to come down past the stands for the first time, that's Black Bikini by a length and a half over Taylor's Third Round. Third is Jewel Fame. Racing fourth is Luna's Time to Shine. And the last horse is Bourbon with Fire. No change as they race down to the half. That's Kim Pluta and Black Bikini bringing the horses down to the half. Sitting in the golden chair second is Clifton Bell with Taylor's Third Round. On the outside third is Luna's Time to Shine.
101.
First half paced in 101. As they round the turn now to head down the backside to race over that 3/4 mile mark. They've got to catch Black Bikini. A length and a half back second is Taylor's Third Round. Luna's Time to Shine in there at the rail third, followed by Jewel Fame fourth. And the last horse is Bourbon with Fire. Going toward that 3/4 mile mark. Black Bikini opens up about 3.5 lengths now on Taylor's Third Round. Luna's Time to Shine still in their third, followed by Jewel Fame and Bourbon with Fire.
129 and 4.
3/4 in 129 4/5. As they race around that upper turn to head for pay dirt, Black Bikini now opens up about 5 lengths on Taylor's Third Round. Luna's Time to Shine trying to hold on for show position, but Jewel Fame is up on the outside, followed by Bourbon with Fire. As they race toward home, that's Black Bikini and Taylor's Third Round. It's going to be Black Bikini, and here's the outcome. Taylor's Third Round up for place, Jewel Fame for show.
201 and 1.
A mile in 201 and 1/5.
201 and 1, Black Bikini, Kim Pluta. Kathy Todd of Wasion. This is a 2-year-old Black Phillip, Avante Mickey out of the Better's Delight mare, Barbuda Babe. First career win. She a $25,000 yearling purchase. 30 seconds, 101, 129 and 4. She gets to the top. Black Bikini gets to the top. Hung out going down the backside for the first time. Field being led by Luna's Time to Shine off the rail for Mark Hedworth, but made a break, and grabbing the lead was Black Bikini, and from there on it was her getting the 2-hole trip. Was Taylor's Third Round. She finished second. Finishing third was the 2 Jewel's Fame, fourth the 1 Luna's Time to Shine, and fifth and last the 3 Bourbons with Fire. So Kim Pluta doubles up with a driver and a training win. Kim Pluta in the past, big name at Raceway Park.
Yep, done quite well down here, around here at Raceway Park and up in Michigan.
And now moving down the track into the winner's
Circle where the winners go. Coming in from Wasion, Ohio, comes number 5, Black Bikini. Owned by Kathy Todd and trained and driven to victory by Kim Pluta. This is the Rich Peterson Farms Trophy Race. Let's have a big hand here for Kim Pluta and Black Bikini. And Rich Peterson Farms, the sponsor of this race.
Here are the official placings.
Race 6 from the top. Number 1, Luna's Time to Shine was 4th. Number 2, Jewel Fame was 3rd. Number 3, Bourbon with Fire was 5th. Number 4, Taylor's Third Round was 2nd. And number 5, Black Bikini was the winner. Time of the first quarter was 30 seconds. The half was in 101. the 3/4 in 129 4/5 with a mile in 2:01 1/5. From the top of charade, 4, 3, 5, 2, 1 on the bottom, the mile in 2:01 1/5, first lifetime win for Black Bikini.
On to the 7th, 2-year-old filly trotters for $7,544, our second division. Greg Bates in the dry, number 3, Pete's Buddy. Field of 8. Dunn cashed it. Annie Road, Pete's Buddy. Bambino's Reactor, Dublin's Tessa, Hills of Glory. Miss Iva and ATM fees. 8 of them going to the gate, 7 on gate with a trailer. We'll be back to take a look at these 8 2-year-old filly trotters right after this.
Hickory Lane Farm is proud to have bred or produced 3 Dan Patch champions over the last 3 years. Located in Findlay, Ohio, Hickory Lane Farm bred and sold world champion It's Academic. We also co-bred and sold sophomore Breeders' Crown winner Yo Tilly. Our stallion In Range set new sales records at the 2025 Jug Sale and is the sire of Set Your Sights High, who was last season's Dan Patch 2-year-old trotting filly. Find your next champion at the Hickory Lane Farm consignment.
Do you love horses and the outdoors? There are hundreds of immediate openings across Ohio for caretakers and grooms. Work with these beautiful animals every day. Health insurance, vision care, prescription benefits, and a retirement plan are available to those that qualify. Help care for these beautiful animals. Immediate openings across Ohio. For more information, visit OhioHorseJobs.com. That's OhioHorseJobs.com.
Doug, I was just admiring your chair there. I've got to invest in one of those. If you ever come to the fairs, that's one tip I would give anyone that's never really been before. The anything that you can put on a bleacher that has a back on it is worth its weight in gold.
I got this about this time last year, I remember. Ordered off of Amazon. I think Amazon stops at our house twice a week. Is that all?
Yeah.
Yeah. Probably tomorrow. God, you just order anything off Amazon.
It's amazing, and it's there the next day. Like anytime, equipment-wise, it's pretty specific equipment stuff. I can get it delivered to one of the guys in Grove City tomorrow.
It's unreal. So you're back here tomorrow night, and then you go to Bucyrus just for one night?
Yeah. Yep. The Buckeye Stallion Series.
Buckeye Stallion Series.
And then the following evening, I have to take off prior commitments.
Okay.
In Toledo. Actually, it's a work event for Valerie, my girlfriend.
You got to watch what you say. She might have a headset on listening to you.
Yeah.
Got to do what you got to do sometimes.
That's right. Yep. I was able to get it all covered so I could have a midweek night off.
And then you go where after that? Do you get to Mount Vernon?
I don't. I'd like to. I think after that, Sunday.
Oh, Monday at Tiffin.
Yeah,
we'll be together at
yeah.
Tiffin. So you're probably Wednesday and then off till Sunday. Monday,
yeah. So
maybe.
it's nice to have a little bit of a break this time of
and
year.
Tiffin, not a terribly bad drive for you.
No. That's only about an hour south of Toledo or so.
Okay.
So just maybe a little over. That's a nice fair too. It's
yes,
real
it
fun,
is.
Fun little fair, fast track over there. Usually good racing.
Post time there will be 6. That will be Sunday and Monday, and then we're way ahead of ourselves now. We're getting into the following week. Sydney, the Shelby County Fair, Marysville. I'm probably leaving somebody out. I don't have my Huff Guide with me, but I'm just rambling a little bit. But time is it's going to really pick up now.
Oh, yeah. Once you get into August, it's just
August,
kind of blink and it's over type thing. Seems like just something every day.
Takes you into the fall, then Ohio Fair Championship again this year on a Saturday night, second or third Saturday, and it's at Northfield Park again. And the week before that, so I think the Fair Championship is the 10th at Northfield Park, the 3rd. Buckeye Stallion Series Championships at Dayton. I think it's the 12th. the Saturday before they close at Souda Downs, Sire Stake final.
Yep, Scarlet Night.
And then Breeders' Crown this year at Souda Downs will be October 23rd and 24th on a Friday, Saturday. Tickets available. I was told the clubhouse is sold out. That was 2 weeks ago for Saturday. But there was a few clubhouse seats for Friday. But there is general admission. The grandstand seating is general admission or standing below. And they're going to, with bad weather that could be there, they're going to, have heaters out, different things.
Yeah.
Be ready for it.
Yeah, Jason, he came into our board meeting on Thursday and said that, anyone that does have a ticket, you're going to have a chance. If the weather is inclement at all, you'll be able to get inside and stay warm or dry. Hopefully it'll be like this, fingers crossed. But
4 out, then leaves 4 to come.
There are quite a few different seating options if you do want to pay and make sure you have a seat. But like I say, just to be able to get in general admission could be a once-in-a-lifetime thing. We don't know. Hopefully it comes back around to Scioto Downs, every 3 or 4 years. But we'll see how this one goes.
And that's going to – Scioto actually ends their meet the 19th, the Saturday before Delaware. And then Dayton opens up, and Scioto doesn't come back till the week before. Then there will be eliminations. You can just bank on that, which would be the Friday, Saturday before, which would be the 17th. Or 16th and 17th, whatever that Friday, Saturday is, before the finals. In those 2 weeks, somehow, I'd heard the schedule from Jason Bloom. They're racing at Dayton. So I want to say Dayton might be going Monday through Thursday. Their regular days is Tuesday through Saturday. So it'd be a busy night of racing there, especially for announcer Barry Vickroy or anybody that works at both meets. The judges and that, they'd be working Tuesday through Saturday. Or Monday through Saturday, those couple weeks. So we're set for the 7th race, 2-year-old filly trotters for $7,544. Greg Basin will drive the 3 Pete's Buddy. Looking ahead to the 8th race, if you have a program and want to mark some changes down, Carson Conrad, 8th race, will drive number 1, Lover's Waltz. Carson Conrad, the 1, Jason Elster, the 4, Pink Lily. Jason Elster, the 4, Pink Lily. 9th and final, scratch the 5, Mr. Grind and Got It. Scratch the 5 out of the 9th, the 1, JB Magic. Mark St. Louis Jr. to drive the 1, JB Magic in that 9th race. 7th race, getting set for a post parade.
Our Supreme Post Parade for race 7. This is the 2nd division of the 2-year-old filly trot. Going for a purse of $7,544. This is the McLaughlin Trucking Trophy Race. The 1 is Done Cased It. Along with Robbie Brooks, the Van Loo, and David and Patricia Jerry of Bucyrus, trained by Robbie Brooks, the driver of Pierce Henry. Number 2 is Any Road. All mares Rattler for Remington, Ohio. Watson Harness Racing and Kendall Sugi of Tiffin. Also the Chevalier of Tiffin, trained and driven by Ryan Stahl. Number 3 is Pete's Buddy. Along with Rick Essler of Oakwood, trained by Chad Williamson, the driver of Greg Mason. Number 4 is Bambino's Reactor. Along with Kathy Todd of Wasion, trained and driven by Kim Puda. Number 5 is Dublin's Tessa. Along with Chris Beaver of Radnor, Ohio, Joe Sabraco of Brooksville, Ohio, and Billy Maines and Leo Fleming of Ontario, trained by Chris Beaver, the driver of Clifton Bell. Number 6 is Hills of Glory. Along by Jay Burkholder of Apple Creek, Ohio, trained by Herman Hager and the driver Emmanuel Miller. Number 7 is Miss Iva, owned and trained by Deb DeWolf of Mount Gilead. The driver is Curtis Harper. And number 8 is ATM Fees, owned by Chris Beaver of Radnor and Steve Z. Handler of Worthington, trained and owned by Chris Beaver. Race will take one long score and go to the gate, and mutual windows closing in 4 minutes.
Our 7th race, the 1, Done Cased It, Pierce Henry, Robert Brooks, 2-year-old Bay filly by On Top of the Hill. 5 career starts, has 2 wins, a second, 2/3, $6,589, 207 and 3 at Bell Fountain last time out. Ryan Stahl will drive number 2, Any Road. Brian Stahl also trains. Ayers Ratcliffe of Wellington, Ohio. Watson Harness. DK Stuckey. D. Chevalier of Tiffin, Ohio. 2-year-old Bay Phillip, a long Tom. $12,000 yearling purchase. Has one start. Finished 6th, trotting to 14-3 at Marion. Greg Bateson will drive number 3. Pete's Buddy for Chad Williamson. This is a 2-year-old Bay Phillip, Uncle Peter. $24,000 Buckeye Classic purchase out of the Muscles Yankee mare Upside Hanover. Has a win and 4 starts with 2/3, 3,134, 2-11-4 at Ottawa. Kim Pluto looking for his second driving win of the evening, trying to go back-to-back. Driving a 4, Bambito's Reactor. Pluto trains for Kathy Todd. They try to team up again. 2-year-old Bay Phillip, a Global Republic out of the Explosive Matter mare. Bambito Explosive has one start under her belt, finished 4th at Marion. Clifton Bell drives the 5. Dublin's Tessa for Chris Beaver. Ohio Select purchase of $19,000. 2-year-old Bay Phillip of Allstead out of the Muscle Mass mare. Zolo Tilt, Chris Beaver, Joseph Bracco, Bill Maines, and Leo Fleming own. Dublin's Tessa, 2 career starts. Has a 3rd place finish in a qualifier, trotting in 2:03 at Scioto Downs. Last time out was 6th at Scioto, trotting in 2:01-4. Number 6 is Hills of Glory, Manny Miller for Herman Hagerman. 2-year-old Bay Phillip of Watt the Hill. $10,000 yearling purchase, 3 starts, a 2nd and a 3rd. Number 7 is Miss Viva, Miss Iva, Curtis Harper for Deborah Wolf. 2-year-old Bay Phillip of Marseille out of the Awesome Victory mare, Awesome Andrea. Last time out, finished 6th, trotting in 2:19 at Marion. Chris Beaver, the trader in the field, the 8 ATM fees. 2-year-old Bay Phillip of Centurion. 2 career starts out of the Credit Winner mare, Money Grabber. This is a homebred, the 8 ATM fee, 7 on gate with a trailer. Started tonight, the Mike Wepkenberg starting gate. John Ingram at the controls tonight. 7 on gate with a trailer. Here they come.
Here they come. There, off and trotting the first horse away on the outside is Pete's Buddy. Now taking over is Dublin's Tessa. Down at the rear 3rd is Duncasted. Moving up on the outside 4th, that's Hills of Glory. As they make the turn now to head down the backside, to race over toward that quarter-mile mark. Out there on the front end, that's Hills of Glory, driven by Emmanuel Miller. Racing in there 2nd. That is Dublin's Tessa, driven by Clifton Bell. Racing 3rd is Duncasted, driven by Pierce Henry. A little farther back 4th is Pete's Buddy, driven by Greg Bateson. On the outside 5th is ATM Fees, driven by Chris Beaver.
29-4.
First quarter trotted in 29 4/5 seconds. As they race around that upper turn to come down past the stand for the first time, now Duncasted trots up to take command. Dropping back 2nd is Hills of Glory. In their 3rd, that's Dublin's Tessa. 4th is ATM Fees. Racing 5th is Pete's Buddy. A little farther back 6th is Miss Iva. Racing in their 7th is Bambino's Reactor. The last horse off stride. Coming down to the half is Annie Road.
1 minute 4/5.
The first half was trotted in 1 minute and 4/5, and Duncasted shows on top by a length and a half. Racing right there 2nd is Hills of Glory. 3rd is Dublin's Tessa. ATM Fees trots in there 4th. Pete's Buddy is 5th. 6th is Miss Iva. Racing in there 7th is Bambino's Reactor, and the last horse, Annie Road. As they race down the backside over toward that 3/4 mile mark, Clifton Bell's out and on the move now with Dublin's Tessa. It's still Duncasted with the lead. Clifton Bell 2nd with Dublin's Tessa, and 3rd along the rail is Hills of Glory, followed by ATM Fees 4th.
131-3.
3 quarters and 131 3/5. Front 4 pretty well months as they race.
Second, that is Dublin's Tessa. At the rail 3rd, Hills of Glory. As they race toward home, that's Duncasted and Dublin's Tessa.
As they come to the wire, it's Duncasted and Pierce Henry's almost there. Duncasted going to be tight for 2nd. Either the 5, Dublin's Tessa, or the 6, Hills of Glory, very tight for 2nd. Duncasted, Pierce Henry home in 2:04. 3rd win of the season for the 2-year-old Bay Phillip by On Top of the Hill out of the Sebastian K mare. Josephine K, owned by David and Patricia Jury, Bucyrus, Ohio. Robert Brooks of Van Loo. Brooks also trains Pierce Henry in the sulky. 2-year-old filly trotters, nice mile, 2:04. First division went in 2:05. I thought that was a very nice mile. This one comes back a whole second faster, 29:04, minute and 4/5, 1:31:3. Then cashed it, got away third, but came out and made that move and went right to the top, was on top at the 5/8. Leaving the gate, the 6, Hills of Glory, Manny Miller got to the top. Dublin's Tessa was getting the 2-hole trip, and then it was Dunn cashed it. And Pierce Henry, Doug cashed it, going to the winner's circle.
And Dunn cashed it, owned by Robbie Brooks and David and Patricia Jerry, trained by Robbie Brooks, and driven to victory this evening by Pierce Henry. This is the McLaughlin Trucking Trophy Race. That's a big hand here for Robbie and Stephanie Brooks, Mark Bevelheimer, Pierce Henry, and Dunn cashed it. And the McLaughlin Trucking, the sponsors of this race.
Our rundown from our announcer Bill Peters. Going to be real tight for second. It might be looking at that photo. Either the 5 or the 6. Dublin's Tessa being the 5, Hills of Glory the 6. Got a few drivers doubled up tonight. I don't believe anybody's got 3 wins on the card. Manny Miller's the only one doubled up. Jasmine Short has a win. Clifton Bell, Carson Codrad, Kim Pluta, now Pierce Henry. Herman Hagerman has 3 training wins.
Here are the official placings for race 7 from the top. Number 1, Dunn cashed it, was a winner. Number 2, Annie Road was 8th. Number 3, Pete's Buddy was 5th. Number 4, Bambino's Reactor was 7th. Number 5, Dublin's Tessa was 2nd. Number 6, Hills of Glory was 3rd. Number 7, Miss Iva was 6th. And number 8, ATM Fees was 4th. Time of the first quarter was 29 4/5. The half was in a minute and 4/5. The 3 quarters in 1:31 3/5 with a mile in 2:04. From the top it should read 1:85.723.6 on the bottom. The mile in 2:04.
8th race up next. Keith Young from Saline, Ohio in attendance tonight. 3-year-old filly Pacers, Jim Walter Memorial for $7,180. Carson Conrad to drive the 1, Lubbers Waltz, Jason Elser the 4, Pink Lily. Field of 6. We'll be back to take a look at the 6 3-year-old filly Pacers right after this.
At Ohio State's Galbraith Equine Center, our veterinary champions are here for your champions 24/7, 365 days a year, providing advanced specialty care for sports horses from all stages and disciplines. Our expert team of boarded surgeons and sports medicine and rehabilitation specialists, together with veterinary cardiologists, internal medicine, and ophthalmologists, make our hospital your best resource for all sports horse performance issues. The Ohio State Veterinary Medical Center's Galbraith Equine Hospital. Call us today at 614-292-6661.
The roots of harness racing are born at the county fair. For over 150 years, people have gathered to watch horses battle it out for fame and glory. Catch the thrills this summer at an Ohio Fair Racing Conference County Fair. The OFRC races at 22 fairs in 20 Ohio counties. Trotters and Pacers put it all on the line to be called the best in the Buckeye State. The Ohio Fair Racing Conference, where the path to greatness begins.
Once a year, the greatest converge. 12 championship races, over $7 million on the line. History will be made. Legends will rise. In October 2026, Scioto Downs becomes the venue where speed meets destiny. The Breeders' Crown, harness racing's ultimate showdown. It all comes down to the Breeders' Crown.
Back at Oak Harbor, Ohio Fair Racing Conference action. Penultimate race coming up, 8th race. 3-year-old Philly Pacers, followed by the Signature Series of Portage River Pace for $2,650. We're back at it tomorrow evening. Matt Clark and myself will be here with a 5 o'clock post time with 10 races, but we kick things off tomorrow with a doubleheader at the Franklin County Fair in Hilliard, Ohio. Ohio Harness Horsemen Association broadcast team will be there for a 1 o'clock start and a 4 o'clock start. 8 races at 1 and back with 8 at 4. The Warren County Fair in Lebanon, Ohio, originally scheduled for a 4 o'clock post tomorrow, will be moved up to 3. Ohio Colt Racing Association action. 24 big ones at the Warren County Fair in Lebanon, 3 o'clock post. So tomorrow at 1 and 4 at Hilliard, 3 o'clock at Lebanon, 5 o'clock here at Oak Harbor. Tuesday, a doubleheader, the Carroll County Fair in Carrollton, Ohio. It's a doubleheader with a 12 and a 5 o'clock post, 9 at 12, back with 12 and the nightcap at 5. We're off Tuesday at Carrollton. Then Wednesday, I was talking about myself being off Tuesday. I'm back here tomorrow, and then I will be at Washington Courthouse on Wednesday, the 22nd, Fayette County Fair, with a 5 o'clock post. Big day of racing at Washington Courthouse, 14 races there. It's their big day. They have wiener dog races. The tourism group gives all kind of giveaways, nice prizes. If you're in the area, attend the races there. Or if you're in the Bucyrus area Wednesday, Buckeye Stallion Series, go Wednesday. 15 big ones at the Crawford County Fair in Bucyrus. They go back-to-back Wednesday and Thursday. But they do have 15 carded right now for Wednesday, both days at 6 o'clock. Not a whole lot of bars on my cell phone trying to get it to open up to get some comments here. For those of you who are watching, let's see, maybe it is coming up. It's slow. Here we go.
We need one more horse here for race 8.
Yep, 5 out. Need one more for post parade. Rolling right along.
All right, let's get the 5 that are out there.
Got some time here to kill our leading driver right now, Hank LeVan. 33 wins. Jeff Nysanger with 31. Carson Conrad with, I believe, 21 now. Had a win earlier tonight. Pierce Henry was 16. He had a win. Hank LeVan leads away with 31 training wins. Herman Hagerman now has 19 coming into the night. He'll clock in now with 22. Jeff Nysanger 23. Hank LeVan leads away with 31. So our leading driver and trainer at this present time is Hank LeVan. Hank will be at Hilliard tomorrow, driving in both sessions, and Jeff Neisanger will be at the Warren County Fair in Lebanon, and he'll probably get several drives there.
Four is Pink Lily, owned by Shelley Elser of Montpelier, trained and driven by Jason Elser. Five is Mount Camus, owned by Hagerman Racing and Melinda Hirschberger of Mount Vernon, Ohio, trained by Herman Hagerman, the driver Emmanuel Miller. And number six is Moonlight Ride, owned by Suzanne Bates of Gibsonburg and Chad Davenport of Lowbridge, trained by Ty Bates, the driver Pierce Henry. Horses will take one long score and go to the gate. Mute your windows closing in 4 minutes. Hurry and don't be shut out.
Eighth race, $7,180. Jim Walter Memorial for 3-year-old filly pacers. Field of 6. Second division of the 3-year-old fillies. Number 1, Lover's Waltz. Carson Conrad for Robert Brooks. Ivy Holdings. $75,000 purchase. 3-year-old Bay Philip of Racine Hill. $15,000 lifetime. 1 career win. 2, Abby's Firecracker. Greg Bateson owns Trains and Drives. 3-year-old Bay Philip Catch the Fire. She a $9,000 Ohio Select purchase. Has 7 starts this year. Is yet to hit the board. $2,456. Clifton Bell will drive the 3. Racing Artist for Bill Webb. A homebred for Webb. And Denny Miller of Archbold. 3-year-old Bay Philip of Racine Hill. The artistic Philomere Miss Artist. 10 career wins in 25 starts with 5 seconds and 6 thirds, $83,000, 152 and 2 at Scioto Downs on the 5th of June. For Pink Lily, Jason Elser owns Trains and Drives. Shelley Elser, Montpelier, Ohio. 3-year-old Bay Philip of Rockin' Amadeus out of the Pilgrim's Punch Mare. Punches Pilgrim, 18 career starts, 2 seconds, 3 thirds. $18,201, 201 and 3 at Napoleon as a 2-year-old. Manny Miller, the 5, Mount Cabus for Herman Hagerman. Hagerman Racing, Mount Vernon. Melinda Hirschberger, Mount Vernon. 3-year-old Bay Philip Catch the Fire out of the American Ideal Mare. And Genola, $4,500 yearling purchase, 13 wins and 24 career starts. 7 seconds, $59,656, 154 and 2 at Northfield Park. Number 6 is Moonlight Ride. Pierce Henry drives for Ty Bates and Susan Bates of Gibsonburg. Chad Davenport of Walton Ridge, Ohio. This is the 3-year-old Bay Philip down by the seaside out of the Sweet Lou Mare, Blazing Grace. A $40,000 Ohio Select purchase. Bred by Country Club Acres and L&M Management Services of Ohio. 19 career starts, 3 wins, a second, $29,240, 153 and 3, taken last year as a 2-year-old at Scioto Downs, a 6. Moonlight Ride, they're at the top of the stretch. Let's send it over to Bill Peters.
Here they come. Here they're off and pacing. The first horse away is Racing Artist. Up on the outside second is Pink Lily. 3 wide is Mount Camus. As they make the turn now to head down the backside to race over the quarter-mile mark. Emmanuel Miller moves Mount Camus up on the outside to gain command. Dropping back second at the rail is Racing Artist, driven by Clifton Bell. Racing third is Pink Lily, driven by Jason Elser. Racing in their fourth is Lover's Waltz, driven by Carson Conrad. At the rail fifth is Moonlight Ride, driven by Pierce Henry. And the last horse is Abby's Firecracker, driven by Greg Bateson.
27 and 4.
First quarter paced in 27 and 4/5 seconds. As they race around that upper turn to come down past the stands for the first time, that's Mount Camus by a length and a half over Racing Artist. Pink Lily continues to pace in their third. Lover's Waltz is fourth. Fifth, The race around that turn, that is Moonlight Ride, and the last horse is Abby's Firecracker. No change coming down to the half-mile mark. That's Emmanuel Miller and Mount Camus bringing the horses down to the half. Sitting in the golden chair second is Clifton Bell with Racing Artist.
58.
First half pace in 58 seconds. As they round the turn now to head down the backside to race over that 3/4 mile mark. They've got to catch Mount Camus. The closest horse second is Racing Artist. Racing up on the outside third now is Moonlight Ride. At the rail fourth is Pink Lily. Fifth is Lover's Waltz. The last horse is Abby's Firecracker. Off stride now goes Moonlight Ride. Going to that 3/4 mile mark. That's still Mount Camus with a
three as they circle the turn. Mount Camus and Manny Miller and Herman Hagerman lead the way. Racing Artist, Clifton Bell right there second, and moving on the outside third, Lover's Waltz. They're off the turn, they're on their way home. It's Mount Camus with the lead. It's a 2-length lead for Mount Camus. Mount Camus will give Manny Miller his second winner on the card. Racing Artist home second. Up for third, the one, Lover's Waltz.
A mile and 156 and 1/5.
156 and 1. New track record for 3-year-old filly pacers. Mount Camus, Manny Miller. Herman Hagerman gets his 4th training win of the evening. Manny Miller, his 3rd driving win. 3-year-old Bay Phillip catch the fire. Out of the American Ideal mare. Angel Gata, Hagerman Racing, Mount Vernon, Melinda Hirschberger of Mount Vernon owned. 14th career win, 7th of the season. 27 and 4, 58, 126 and 3. A track record for 3-year-old fillies, 156 and 1. Returning to the winner's circle, the 5, Mount Camus and Manny Miller.
And now moving down the
track into the winner's circle. Over the winners go. Coming in from Mount Vernon, Ohio, comes number 5, Mount Camus. Owned by Hagerman Racing and Melinda Hirschberger. Trained by Herman Hagerman. And driven to victory this evening by Emmanuel Miller. This is the Kaiser Sound of Fremont Trophy race. This is the 2nd division of the Jim Walter Memorial. And since this was the faster of the 2 divisions, a plaque goes to them for the Jim Walter Memorial. That's a big hand here for Herman Hagerman, Emmanuel Miller, and Mount Camus, the new track record holder for the 3-year-old filly pace. The old track record was set last year by Ella Joe in 157.
We await our complete rundown. Manny Miller gets his 3rd driving win of the evening. It's him 13 in the 2026 fair season.
Race 8 from the top. Number 1, Lover's Waltz was 3rd. Number 2, Abby's Firecracker was 4th. Number 3, Racing Artist was 2nd. Number 4, Pink Lily was 5th. Number 5, Mount Camus was the winner. And number 6, Moonlight Ride was 6th. Time of the first quarter was 27 and 4/5. The half was in 58 seconds. The 3/4 in 126 and 3/5, with a mile in 156 and 1/5. From the top it should read 3:42. 5:16, a mile in 156 and 1/5. That's a new track record here for 3-year-old filly pacers.
Upcoming 9th Signature Series, Portage River Pace. Mark St. Louis Jr. will drive the 1, JB Magic, scratch the 5. Down to a field of 6. And we'll be back to take a look at this final race on the card right after this.
When you need supplies for your horse, one name stands out, Big D's. Since 1976, Big D's Tack and Vet Supply has been the equine experts you can trust. Whatever your horse needs is available at Big D's Tack and Vet Supply. Order online at BigD'sWeb.com. Use code FAIR26 and receive $10 off your next order. Big D's Tack and Vet Supply.
Feel the thunder, experience the speed, witness the excitement of Ohio harness racing. Ohio is home to 4 pari-mutuel tracks with exciting action at Northfield Park, Scioto Downs, Miami Valley Gaming and Racing, and Dayton Raceway. Plus racing at 66 county and independent fairs statewide. From legendary events like the Little Brown Jug to the Dayton Racing Derby, Battle of Lake Erie, and Next Generation Stakes, Ohio is where champions race. The speed, the tradition, the excitement. Don't just watch it, be a part of it. Race Ohio, it's your best bet.
Back. We are back, and this is the one we've been looking for. Big day tomorrow, Matt. We're back here 5 o'clock. We got 10 of them tomorrow night. Ohio Harness Horsemen Association broadcast team kicks it off at 1 o'clock tomorrow afternoon at Hilliard, Franklin County Fair. Got 8 of them. Back at 4. Another 8 to close it out. 3 o'clock in the afternoon at the Warren County Fair in Lebanon. That's a 3 o'clock. If you look in a Huff Guide or anywhere, it's going to show you 4, but it is moved up to 3 because they got 24 big ones. And then we close it out here tomorrow evening, Ohio Fair Racing Conference action at 5. We have 9, so it's Ohio Fair Racing Conference action. Here, Home Talent Colt Stake action goes at Hilliard, and Ohio Colt Racing Association action at Lebanon. Gorgeous evening. I don't know what the temperature is. I'm going to have to look. It's really cooling off. It's going to be kind of a cool week.
I think I speak for everyone when I say we'll take it.
Yeah, we'll
After last week.
I'm not getting any service. I really can't see what the weather. It's probably 77. About right. Got a nice breeze. Have you been to every fair this year now so far?
No, I've missed a few. I took beginnings.
Okay. You didn't get to Paulding maybe? Were you?
Yeah, Paulding and Circleville.
Okay, Circleville. So you're going to hit 2 of them tomorrow, though? Yeah. You'll be at the afternoon card? Okay. So how far from here to here? It's a pretty good haul, isn't it?
A little over about an hour and a half, maybe an hour and 50 minutes.
Okay. Fair time is fun time, they say.
I wouldn't go to Hilliard if it wasn't for Thomas racing.
Okay.
Tomorrow, so one in the first
Thomas.
Tom
Byrne, okay.
And he's got 2 in the second card.
Yeah.
5 out there, leaves 1 to come.
Just a gorgeous evening here. Looking at the Portage River.
Not much traffic on the river tonight.
No, not at all. A lot of times you see jet skis. Now, what does a Portage River actually connect into? Anything?
I would have to look. I honestly don't know. It's a fairly big river.
Oh, yes.
I'd say probably Lake Erie somewhere, but I really
yeah,
don't know.
Yeah, you would think so. Yeah. You look across the ways. I don't think I could swim across the way.
No. I wouldn't try it. Not anymore.
I can swim about 50, 75 yards. That's all I need.
Yeah. We've got a swimming pool, and I still don't get much practice. I'm more of a floater than a swimmer anymore.
As long as you float and don't sink.
Right. Yeah. Raft with the cup holder is what I typically am after.
Bring them along slowly. We start the post parade, Mr. St. Louis.
In a glass of lemonade.
Yep. Nice cold ice water.
Post parade for race 9. This is the Portage River Pace for 4-year-olds and up, a part of the Signature Series, going for a purse of $2,650. Number 1 is JB Magic. He's a gray gelding, 4 years old, by Fear the Dragon, out of Type A Gray by Artificial, owned by Bob Geist of Salina, trained by Ty Bates, driven this evening by JB Magic. He's a winner of over $99,000 with a lifetime mark 152 4/5. Number 2 is Not Just Any Star. He's a bay gelding, 5 years old, by Some Star Somewhere, on Anything You Ask by Cole Muffler, owned by Jacob Ray.
Henry, lifetime earnings over $78,000, a lifetime mark 154 1/5. And number 7 is Haste Make Waste. He's a bay gelding, 6 years old, by Western Thorn, out of El Raider by Keystone Raider, owned by Mark Mapes of Allen, Michigan, trained by Sean Mapes, driven this evening by Emmanuel Miller, lifetime earnings over $158,000, a lifetime mark 152 2/5. Those are your horses for the 2026 Portage River Pace.
Field of 6. Signature Series, JB Magic 1, Mark St. Louis Jr., 99,000 lifetime. For JB Magic, 16 career wins. Leslie Joyce the 2. Don't Just Any Star. Not Just Any Star. 5-year-old bay gelding by Some Beach Somewhere. Winner 4 times, 26 starts, 18,000 lifetime. 3, Frisky Mary, Rod Adams Jr. for Jamie Weller. 4-year-old brown mare by Do Me That Again, 28,000 in the bank. Winner twice and 25 career starts, 4 seconds, 3/3, 156 2. Northfield Park, Kim Pluta the 4. He trains, drives, and owns the 4. RB, 262,000 lifetime for the 7-year-old bay gelding son of Megatron. 5 is scratched. Number 6, Sweetens Cove. Pierce Henry for Robert Brooks, 4-year-old brown mare by the Ponderosa. 78,000 lifetime, 54 1 at Miami Valley. Winner 9 times and 58 career starts was 10 seconds and 7/3. And rounding out the field, slide down a spot on the gate, the 7, Haste Make Waste. Manny Miller looking for his 4th driving win. 6-year-old bay gelding center, Western Thorn, a winner 12 times in 101 starts, 20 seconds, 18/3, 158,000, 152 2 at Miami Valley. The 7, Haste Make Waste. Field of 6 for the Portage River, JB Magic, Not Just Any Star, Frisky Mary, RB, Sweetens Cove, and Haste Make Waste. Bill Peters has got the call.
Here they come. They're off in the Portage River pace. The first horse away is Not Just Any Star. On the outside, second is RB. Moving up third on the outside, that's Haste Make Waste. At the rail fourth is JB Magic. Moving on the rail fifth is Frisky Mary. And the last horse is Sweetens Cove. As they make the turn now to head down the backside to race over toward that quarter-mile mark. Hot there on the front end is RB, driven by Kim Pluta. Racing in their second is Not Just Any Star, driven by Leslie Joyce. Third is JB Magic, driven by Mark St. Louis. On the outside, fourth is now Haste Make Waste, driven by Emmanuel Miller. Fifth along the rail, Sweetens Cove, driven by Pierce Henry. The last horse, Frisky Mary, driven by Rod Adams.
28 flat.
First quarter paced in 28 seconds. And now taking over is Haste Make Waste. Racing in their second is RB. Not Just Any Star is third. Fourth is JB Magic. Fifth is Sweetens Cove. The last horse on the move from far back is Frisky Mary. Six pacers well bunched as they come to the half-mile mark. That's Haste Make Waste by 1 length over RB. On the outside third is Not Just Any Star.
58 and 4.
First half paced in 58 and 4/5 seconds. As they round the turn now to head down the backside to race over that 3/4 mile mark. They've got to catch Haste Make Waste. At the rail second is RB. On the outside third is Not Just Any Star. Moving up fourth is Frisky Mary. JB Magic is fifth and locked in. Sixth is Sweetens Cove. Going to that 3/4 mile mark. That's still Haste Make Waste with the lead with RB along the rail second. On the outside third, Not Just Any Star. And 3 wide is Frisky Mary.
127 and 4.
3 quarters in 127 and 4/5. All 6 pacers are still well bunched. That's still Haste Make Waste with the lead. On the outside second now is Frisky Mary. Between horses third is Not Just Any Star. RB is fourth. Sweetens Cove fifth. And JB Magic sixth. As they race toward home, that's Haste Make Waste at the rail and Frisky Mary on the outside. Haste Make Waste and Frisky Mary. It's going to be Frisky Mary. And here they all come. Haste Make Waste up for place. Not Just Any Star for show.
159 and 3.
A mile and 159 and 3/5.
159 and 3, and Matt Clark, you could throw a blanket over the entire field.
Yeah, great finish. Or JB Magic took quite a shuffle in there.
He took the shuffle. He wanted to come out with him, and he went back in at the half, and he took the shuffle, but he was running over horses. 28 seconds, 58 and 4, 127 and 4, 59 and 3.
There's a lot of people grumbling when that 7-horse made a break there in the first turn. It's 4-5 favorite and really recovered well.
But that's going to wrap it up. We'll give you the winner's circle introduction. Bill Peters will give you the official results. We're back at it tomorrow evening with 10 of them. Ohio Fair Racing Conference action. The Colts will go tomorrow night, post time at 5. Into the winner's circle, the 3, Frisky Mary, Rod Adams Jr., 4-year-old brown mare by Do Me That Again. 3rd career win, first of the season.
And now moving down the track into the winner's circle where the winners go. Coming in from Republic, Ohio, comes
Number 3, Frisky Mary, owned by Jamie Weller, trained by Jamie Weller, and driven up to this evening by Rod Adams Jr. They'll receive a blanket plus a plaque here for winning the Portage River Pace. That's what we hear here for Rod Adams, Jamie Weller, and Frisky Mary, the winner of the 2026 Portage River Pace.
$11.60 for the winner. We await our official rundown.
There are the official placings for
Race 9 from the top. Number 1, JB Magic was 6th. Number 2, Not Just Any Star was 3rd. Number 3, Frisky Mary was the winner. Number 4, RB was 5th. Number 5, Mr. Grind and Go Get It had been drawn. Number 6, Sweetens Cove was 4th. And number 7, Haste Make Waste was 2nd. Time of the first quarter was 28 seconds. The half was in 58 4/5. The 3/4 in 127 4/5, with a mile in 159 3/5. From the top it should read 6-3-1, 5 scratch 4, 2 on the bottom, the mile in 159 3/5. Well, that concludes our racing.
I want to thank each and every one of you for coming out this evening to enjoy the races.
Well, that wraps it up. Matt Clark, a big night for Manny Miller. He had 3 driving wins. Herman Hagerman had 4 training wins, and we're back tomorrow night. You can go home and mow your yard.
That's probably not going to happen.
It's not going to happen.
I want to be honest with you. Yeah.
Okay.
That might wait until Tuesday.
Okay. Well, for Doug Ballinger, Matt Clark, so long from the banks of the Portage River here in Oak Harbor. See you tomorrow night at 5.